I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Game to Love podcast play-by-play stream. I am your host for today. We've got a great matchup. It's a semifinal in Rio de Janeiro. We've got the Chilean Nicolas JARRY versus number 2 in the world, Carlos ALCARAZ. So yeah, that's the setup for you. The players have just made it onto the court and are warming up. The match was actually supposed to start at about an hour and 40 minutes ago. However, Cam Nori and Bernabe Zapata Miralles, they went the distance. They went to a tiebreak in the third set. So this is why we are where we are. We've got some people in the house. We've got a new member, goes by the name of Maximiliano Martinez. Welcome to our newest YouTube member. Very happy to have you, Maximiliano. Thank you for being with us. What else we got here? We got Jesus Andres. ¿Qué canal da el partido? I think you're asking in Spanish, what channel is the match on? It depends on where you are, my friend. We don't show the actual match. I'm going to commentate. I'm going to do the commentary, but we don't show the actual match on the stream, unfortunately. And then we also have Bernard Melendrez Quintero saying who will win Alcaraz versus Jarry. We're going to get to predictions in a second. You let me know who you think is going to win. But first, I got to hit this predictions button. We're not going to do that just yet, though. Going to take one more. We got Edgar Jeff Cote saying Nori. Yeah, Nori wins that last match. It was a very tight match. Really, really good one, too. And here we have the all-star of all-stars, Gary Saint Laurent, a.k.a. GSL. Covey, it's your boy GSL. Mamma mia. I just watched the replay of Georgie double bageling a Grand Slam champion. Holy moly, Batman. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I'm shocked. I actually didn't see that match, but I was shocked to see that Sloane Stephens got double bageled. Unbelievable stuff there. All right, so it looks like we're about to start. So I'd like to get some predictions from y'all. So right after this, let me know what you're thinking. All right. So I'm gonna go a little off the board. I'm gonna go with Carlos, but I'm gonna take him in 3 sets today. The reason is because Nicolas Jarry has been serving rock solid all week. He's actually won his last 5 matches, all of them in straight sets. In 4 of them, he didn't get broken at all. In one of them, he got broken. That was yesterday against Sebastian Baez. And in 2 of the matches, he didn't even face a single break point. So he's a 6'6". He's a tall guy. He's from Chile. Number 38 in the world. Currently, what is he ranked? Let me get that number for you. Where am I here? Currently, number 139. He actually had an issue with illegal substances, so he was suspended for a bit. So here we go. The match is about to start. Let me know what your predictions are. Gary's got one. And speaking of big servers, so Tristan Jarry starts off with an ace on the very first swing. Carlos in straights to set up deja vu all over again with Cam, just a hunch. So that's Gary's prediction. Yeah, I was going to say Carlos in 2, but Jarry's been just really on fire. So, and Carlos hasn't looked as sharp this week, surprisingly, as he did last week. And Gary's welcoming our newest member, Maximiliano Martinez. Thank you for that, Gary. Always hospitable, always welcoming to new people who are into the GTL fam. Great to have you. All right, now nice body serve. Alcaraz returns it. Now we got Jarry forehand into the net. So 1 point each to start the match. And there we go. Let's see. I'm going to turn the volume up on this feed. Obviously, there's no commentary on the feed that I'm watching because that would be confusing, but I do want to be able to hear the line calls. I'm going to bump the volume up there. Hey, buongiorno, Lamberto, come stai? Molto bene, bene. Yeah, it's going great, my friend. Thank you for being on the stream. Always great to have you, Lamberto. And serve up the middle. Alcaraz with a backhand return now. Jarry backhand. Alcaraz backhand. Jarry backhand. Alcaraz forehand. Forehand from Jarry. Now forehand Alcaraz up the line. It's a winner. So Alcaraz real quick, putting a little bit of pressure on the big man's serve. And we also have Cap in the house. So happy for Krejcikova. Yeah, phenomenal victory. Yeah, she came out and she killed it. Really, really good to see and really good to hear. Now, just want to make sure. Okay, good. You guys can hear me all right? Let me know if not, or if, yeah, just let me know because for a quick second, my mic was saying that it wasn't connected. It looks like it is, but I just want to make absolutely sure. Hey, grazie mille. I was learning Italian on Duolingo, and I grew up speaking French and a little bit of Spanish as well. So there's commonalities. But I actually, for some reason, I just stopped doing it one day, and I never got back to it. I did like 45 straight days, so I need to get back into my my Italian lessons. But thank you for that, Lamberto. We got Edgar in the house saying, I have Nori versus Carlos final on bracket 2 weeks running. Not a bad guess there, buddy. And Jarry, another ace out wide. So 40-30 now for the big serving Chileans. Like I said, 6'6", big forehand. He's been very precise with his ground strokes this week. I haven't watched too much of him before, but definitely been impressed with him. And that's why I'm saying 3 sets, although I wouldn't be surprised if Carlos goes in 2. Another great serve out wide. Alcaraz got a piece of it, but not enough to bring it over the net. So good service game for the Chilean, and he's up 1-0. Lamberto saying Barb's was great. Krejcikova, yeah, she was phenomenal. And then Gary saying, Lamberto, how about your girl Camila Giorgi? Straight a double bagel victory. That was crazy. Lamberto saying Iga hates her game style. And Edgar saying, yes, we can. And Max is in the house. Great to have you, Max. Always saying, hey, Cubby, thank you for the live stream. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you guys weren't here, I wouldn't even be able to do this. So thank you all. And Lamberto replying to Gary, she ate Sloan alive like a bowl of pasta from Nonna. And Max saying, and hey to everyone. Lamberto saying, sensational performance. Yeah, that is pretty amazing. And it's rare. I mean, you know, players can go an entire career, 15-year career, without getting a double bagel or getting double bageled. So impressive for both. Oh, by the way, I didn't even mention this, and I don't know how. Please give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you're new to the channel. We love to have you. As you know, you can see up there. Where is it? Up there, where our target is 100,000 subscribers. We're only about halfway there. We hit our 50,000 target in January, a couple months ago, or I guess a month ago. And so we're trying to hit 100,000. That's the next milestone, and we appreciate your help getting us there. And so, yeah, there you go there. So we got 17 likes right now. We got 28 people in the house. Thank you all for your likes. Really appreciate it. So Alcaraz now serving at 15 love. First serve is a good one into the body. Jarry returned backhand into the net. So 30 love for Carlitos real quick. And then let's see here. Cap. I'm falling behind already on the comments here. I don't know why. I have this thing where I just like to try and get as many of them as I possibly can. I noticed that not all the commentators do that, but oh, nice inside out backhand return on the second serve is a winner from Jarry. So 30-15 now. Cap saying, let's analyze 2022. Swiatek's insane winning streak happened when? Right after Barty retired and during the Krejcikova month-long absence due to injury. Interesting. So you're saying Krejcikova's being missing from the tour had something to do with it. And that's, I mean, the evidence suggests that you are accurate there, my friend. GSL saying the GTL boys ignore me earlier. I kept saying that Krejcikova was a purest strokes in the game, maybe even better than Novak. She is a smooth, cool cucumber. Yeah, and her backhand today, wow, was it powerful and accurate. Really, really impressive. So, yeah, good call on that, Gary. I agree with you, and I apologize if those guys were not – if they were ignoring you or what. Those guys are so funny, though, Ben and JG, when they get going. JG was hilarious talking about burning the bakery down. So Jarry here brings it back to 30 all. Now Alcaraz first serve is a good one out wide. Jarry return up the middle. Alcaraz goes up the line forehand. It's not a winner, but Jarry just gets a piece of it, and it goes well wide. So Alcaraz got a game point here in game number 2. We are on serve early. Max saying, doesn't Georgie have issues with her dad, who's also her coach? I have heard some of that sometimes. I don't think it's as much of an issue maybe as Stefanos seems to be, but yeah, I've definitely heard some of that, but I don't know too many details on that. We got Edgar saying, like when Enna retired and then Shaza started getting to Roland Garros finals. Yeah, could be. The absence of Krejcikova might have definitely had an impact, but I still think Iga was really lights out for that streak last year, like unbelievable. All right, game point. Alcaraz serve is good out wide. Jarry with the return up the middle. Alcaraz up the line. Now forehand Jarry. Great angle. It's a winner. Wow, really sharp angle, forcing a deuce here in the first game on Carlos's serve. Ems is in the house. I said hi to, I saw Ems in the chat while I was watching the live stream with Ben and JG this morning. Ems was in the house, and she's in the house once again saying hello. Hey, Covey and everyone with a smile. Always great to have Ems in the house. Daria Ravel would love to hear Hindi accents as well, Covey. Okay, let's do a little bit, okay? Here is Alcaraz. He's bouncing ball. He throw it up. Now hit it into net. Second service, however, coming. See, it's not, hopefully it's not racist to anyone. Here is second serve. He put it up. He hit it in the box. Okay, forehand. Now forehand, Alcaraz. It is long. Actually, it's wide. All right, there's my Indian accent. There you go. Hopefully I did not offend anyone, even though I am actually Indian. So I'm going to use that as an excuse. And now Max saying, I wanted Andy to win in Qatar, but congrats to Mehdi. Yeah, Mehdi with a great performance, and Andy with a phenomenal week. I could see him doing some damage. Again, I don't think he's going to win another major, but I mean, compared to a year ago, he's looking really, really good. Okay, Alcaraz now serving with Jarry's got a break point and return up the middle. Alcaraz backhand into the net. So real quick now, Jarry gets a break against the world number 2.
It's Jarry, it's Jarry, it's Jarry, it's Jarry, it's Jarry, it's Jarry.
Okay, it's Jarry, and he's already up 2-0. Like I said, that's why I was predicting a 3-set Carlitos victory, because Jarry has been lights out all week on serve, and his ground strokes have been great too, as evidenced there by the return game. Beautiful big serve up the tee. Alcaraz with a lob return, and then Jarry just drop shot while Alcaraz was well behind the baseline. So 15-0. Jarry continues to roll here. Lamberto, GSL saying, Lamberto, totally agree about Camilla. Her best game is insane. Yeah, she's a power striker for sure. Except she doesn't have a second serve, which is so funny to me. Gary, this Max. Gary, I think I've heard about Camilla's dad not being around with her as well. Another big serve, and Alcaraz returns it wide off of a lobby return there in desperation, and it's 30-0 real quick for Jarry. It's looking really, really good. Lamberto saying Italian tennis definitely better on the men's side right now with the likes of Yannick Matteo, Sonego, Fonini, Musetti, and others. Lamberto, how many languages can you speak, Kavi? I can speak Hindi, I can speak Punjabi, I can speak French and English fluently. And then, to be honest, my Punjabi is not as good. My Hindi is way better. They do sound similar to people who don't know the difference, but at their purest, they're actually very different. So let's say 3 there, and then I also learned some. Like I could go to like Mexico, for example, and get around without speaking English. Things like that. So I was very lucky. My parents got me speaking French when I was 3 years old. So I started thinking in French when I was little, so I still do. So yeah, that's and then there's a few other, like some friends that are in Sweden that taught me a little bit. That's really tough. I wouldn't say, but I can say numbers and hello and get by. A little bit of Greek as well. I speak fluent in English and Italian, some Russian, which I'm still And a game to love for Jarry here. So great start for the Chilean. Let's give him a little bit of love. And then consolidate. And one more Jarry button because he deserves it. He's killing it.
It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry.
Edgar saying, "Is this the Kabaddi live stream?" So, in case you don't know, Kabaddi is an Indian sport, which I honestly don't know the full rules to. It looks like a bunch of people just like kind of slapping and chasing each other. Yeah. Daria Ravel saying Jarry was banned earlier. Yeah, he had a 10-month ban. He lost all of his rankings. That was a couple of years ago. He was actually up to 38 in the world. So he had to kind of work his way all the way back up from losing all of his points there. Let's see here. Cap saying, according to the WTA website, Krejcikova did not play between Qatar and Roland Garros in 2022. That's a pretty big span there. About 2.5, 3 months. Yeah, she was out. Let's see what else we got. We got the Compliment King. I'm an American Covey. I'm offended. Just kidding. Great accent. Good commentary. Amazing to hear NN mention. Yeah, Justine Enna. She is my favorite female one-handed backhand of all time. Just a lovely player. She's short, but man, could she pack a punch. Cap saying, when players like Madison Keys and Georgie are on, the entire WTA hates life. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Maddie Keys was, I'm not sure what's going on here. There's a little slight delay. Jarry is not on the, where is he? He's on the side wiping his, I think he's using the towel, even though they just had a changeover to wipe himself off. Maybe it's just humid there. We got MQR in the house all the way from Poland. MQR, great to have you. Thank you for joining us. Sorry to hear about the loss for Iga, your compatriot. She had a tough one today, but great result getting to the finals in 2 straight tournaments. So, yeah, there you go. We got Skiing front back. Hi, Gary. Hi, Covey and Gary and chat. Welcome, Skiing. Great to have you. One of the greatest supporters we have on the channel. We got the Compliment King again saying nice tunes. Lamberto, it's Jarry. Likes the button. Doping. Yes, it was, I believe it was doping. Let me see if I can, I actually had something. I could maybe pull it up here. Unless it is now expired. A window. You know what? I lost it. There was a little summary that I had all ready to go. But yeah, it was doping. He was suspended. So Alcaraz now at 15 love, serves out wide, return up the middle by Jarry. Alcaraz backhand into the net. So Alcaraz not looking too sharp so far. 15 all here. He's already down a break, serving at love 3 here in the first set. Gary GSL saying, skiing our GTL superstar. Okay, now Alcaraz pushes a backhand to the backhand of Jarry, who slices that into the net. So 30-15. Alcaraz trying to get some good footing here. Nice forehand. Jarry tries to slice it and just totally mishit that. Ivan saying, are you Canadian? Yes, sir, I am. I'm from Vancouver, BC, Canada, born and raised, although my parents are from India, and I've been there a whole bunch of times as well. We got Gary saying, Lamberto Ochen Harashot. Very good. That's for you, Covey. I'm sure Lamberto gets that simple one. I know, what is it? Privyet, Kaktila, Karashot. Because I had some Russian hockey line mates. So I used to ask them how to say like certain things. And they'd always say, Privyet, Kaktila, Karashot. It was like, hello, how are you? Well, I believe, something like that. So, yeah. And dos vidania is bye-bye. All right. Alcaraz serves up the middle. Nice return up the middle. Now Alcaraz, backhand into the net. So 40-30 has another chance at a game point. Let's see here. I am behind on the chat, y'all, but it's okay. Sorry if I'm missing anything here, folks. Okay, Daria saying, "Tum in Indian both mujhe lage Canadian ho. Acha laga sunke." Oh, so he likes when I speak in Hindi, because he says I seem more Canadian. Yeah, I when I was little, my mom always my grandmother spoke Punjabi with me, and my mom liked Hindi more, so I kind of spoke that a little more. Backhand to backhand rally going, a good one, and Jarry hits that one into the net. Actually gets stuck in the tape in the very middle of the net. So Alcaraz finally gets on the board, and it's 1-3. Well, actually, it's 3-1 now because Jarry is serving up a break here in set number 1. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, tum Indian ho, mujhe laga Canadian ho. So, and then Skiing saying, thanks, Gary, because I believe Gary said something very, very nice, saying Skiing, our GTL superstar, and that's very true. All of you guys are superstars. MQR saying, Krejcikova is a great player. She's always tricky to play against. Yeah, it was a great, she played really well. She's a really good tactician as well. All right, Jarry serves up the tee. Alcaraz returns up the middle. Now, forehand, Jarry goes just wide. So love 15. Looks like Alcaraz still not looking super sharp, but we all know that he knows how to turn it up when he needs to. Let's see here. And then we got Cap saying, Jarry, how dare you? Peaches in the house. What's up, Peaches? Great to have you. Says, hey, Covey and GTL fam. And Lamberto saying hi to Peaches as well. We got GSL to MQR. Barbora is ready to make her mark. She is so humble. A credit to the game. Iga's sportsmanship was outstanding today as well. Yeah, it was great match all the way around. Some great defense here from Alcaraz. A couple of lost pop-ups, but Jarry puts that one into the crowd on the overhead smash. So 15 all here. But Alcaraz looks like he's getting his legs into it, if not looking super crispy on his ground strokes and connections with the ball as of yet. Lamberto, it's my Russian heritage, which is making me want to learn it. I had Russian grandmother. She was teaching me, but she passed early December, so I'm going to classes now. Sorry to hear about your loss, Lamberto, but that's really cool that you're keeping the language that she taught you alive. Very, very cool. I'm sure she's very happy about that, wherever she may be. Jarry with a nice serve and then a +1 inside-out forehand winner, 30-15. So he's looking great on serve, just like he has all week. Like I said, he's won 5 straight matches, 2 in qualies, and then 3 matches leading up to this one, all 5 in straight sets, and only got broken in 1 of those 5 matches. So really, really solid here. Here we go, 30-15, first serve into the net. Here comes the second. Peach is saying, what up to the fam? Hey, Lamberto, Gary, M's, Max, and a whole bunch of hellos. Alcaraz with a nice backhand cross-court return. And then up the line, Jarry, and then forehand from Alcaraz goes wide. 40-15 for Jarry. Game point from 4-1 here for the Chilean. Looking very good here so far. Okay. Peach is saying Carlitos playing too loose. Yeah, he definitely hasn't found his rhythm for sure. Doesn't really look like it just yet. GSL is going to make some za. Says time to make pizza. So I'll be watching and not chatting for a bit. No worries, Gary. Your presence is always felt, whether you're chatting or not. Love to have you. What are we at, by the way? 23 likes and 46 people viewing. We're only half. So let's see if we can make it an even 1-to-1 ratio. Nice serve up the middle. Alcaraz with a two-handed block return goes into the net. So Jarry looking good. Giving him another button because, man, he's off to a heck of a start here. 4-1 here for Nicolas Jarry. I was about to say Tristan Jarry because in the National Hockey League, there's a goalie named Tristan Jarry. But no, Nicolas Jarry. So let's go, Jarry.
It's Jarry. It's Jarry. It's Jarry.
Lamberto, she was speaking about his grandmother. She was the very great age of 79 when she passed, and she was having a lot of health issues for a while. She passed peacefully, and I expected it coming, so it didn't hit me as hard. Oh, that's good, and I hope you got to hang out and spend some time with her as well before that happened. But yeah, hopefully she's your angel now, and she can help you out whenever you need it. And Lamberto now saying, "Okay, I got really chatty and wasn't paying attention. Carlos, what the hell?" Yeah, he is not looking too sharp here to start the match, but that's why we play best out of three, right? You got time to get back into it, and we all know, I think, that Carlos has the ability to pick up his game when need be. Max with a great comment here says, "Please hit the like button." Max is very, very right. Hit that like button. We're at 25 right now out of about 50 people watching. Appreciate every single one of you for being here with me. And hey, don't be shy if you're new. Lamberto asking about the pizza. Yeah, of course, the Italian's going to ask about the pizza. Says, Gary, ooh, what toppings? Gary's got it. I'm picturing Gary like chopping up mushrooms right now and some cheese in his hands. And he's like, oh, crap, I got to go respond to this. No, I'm just being silly. All right, here Alcaraz serving at 1-4. First serve is a good one right into the body of Jarry, and the return is into the net. So good serve, good first point for Carlitos. BJ Fresh saying, nice Jarry button. Hi, all. Welcome, BJ Fresh. Great to have you, buddy. And yeah, good job on Ben for making that Jarry button. Max saying, pizza sounds good right now. Yeah, I agree. I could definitely go for one. Oops, hit that by accident. All right, here we go. Backhand Jarry into this rally. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Jarry up the line. Forehand Alcaraz now. Forehand Jarry makes his way to the net. Alcaraz with a loose forehand that goes over everything. I'm going to say that was a shank, actually. It was borderline shank and just bad miss hit, but I'm going to say shank. Peaches with a nice comment saying, Lamberto, grandparents are the best. Their wisdom we carry forever. Yes, absolutely. I second that. My grandmother was my favorite person in the whole world. So I know the feeling of having a very loving grandparent. All right, second serve at 15 all for Carlitos. Toss is up. Serve is good. Forehand return is nice and deep. No, it's long. So 30-15 now for Carlos. Wise words, Max, says Lamberto. Yeah, he did come back. Lamberto is from GSL. Mostly veggies with lots of red sauce and cheese. Hey, Arthur, good morning. Arthur Mueller is in the house. Great to have you, Arthur. Good morning to you. For me, it's afternoon. It's 3:30 p.m., 3:32 in Vancouver, BC, the west coast of North America, over where I'm at. Alcaraz second serve here at 30-15, and it's long, so it's a double fault. And then he kicks the ball as Jarry returned it, kicked it soccer style, but like with a little frustration in there. Anthony Quiros saying, really, I'm not sure in regards to what, but hey, thanks for joining us, Anthony, and thanks for dropping a comment. And hey, if anyone's never dropped a comment and you're feeling a little nervous, don't worry, just say hi. Always great to say hi and meet new people. Alcaraz with a nice serve +1, and Jarry does get a piece of it, but doesn't make it over the net. So 40-30, Alcaraz, game point. And he's trying to get on some solid footing here. Still down 1-4. Lamberto saying it's 12:32 a.m. here, very late. Yeah, that is late. So what is it, 12? Now I think you're 9 hours ahead of me. Okay, Jarry returned up the middle on the Alcaraz serve, and then Alcaraz backhand goes long. Just not looking too sharp. So we're at deuce here. Max is asking, I wonder what Covey thinks about broccoli on pizza. I actually like broccoli on pizza. As long as the stem of the broccoli is not too long. I like the top part, especially with olives, like kind of with Kalamata olives, some onions. and some like goat cheese. Oh, so good. There's actually one pizza that I get from a company called Pizza that has broccoli on it, and I love it. But I am a broccoli person. I've always loved it. So Alcaraz is up advantage here as Jarry goes with a backhand that went off of the tape, off of the top of the net and wide. So Alcaraz game point here, looking to get to 2-4. Can he do it? First serve is up. It's in. Jarry, nice block return. Now forehand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz. A nice one with a good angle. Jarry can't handle it, and Alcaraz lets out a roar as he finally gets a little bit of momentum going, although still not sure if he's feeling it just yet. But I think that was a gutsy hold. I'm going to give Alcaraz a button right now.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Uno, dos, tres, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, so we got some funny comments. We got M saying broccoli on pizza, huh? Yeah, believe me, if you get just the tops, if you like broccoli, it's actually really good. But like I said, don't make the stems too long or Lamberto saying, can't miss Carlos in action and talking about pizza. M's, you'd be surprised how many people like it. I mean, I can get why people don't like pineapple on pizza because it's like a sweet, desserty kind of fruit. But broccoli can go. M saying lamb madness. Oh, yeah. Cap, you're right there. Put broccoli in my wok noodles. All right. Jarry with a beautiful out wide serve. Alcaraz returns it into the net. So Jarry, 30 love, looking great on his serve. Jarry's 10 for 16 first serves in. And of those 10 that he's gotten in, he's won the point 9 times. So 90% first serve points won, continuing his hot streak here. This week on serve is Jarry. 30 love now. Serve is up. Out wide. Alcaraz gets a piece of it, but it's way wide outside the tram line. So 40 love Jarry, and he is just cruising on serve. Okay. Lamberto, I think he's not liking the broccoli stuff on the pizza. Let's see here. Broccoli is like cauliflower. Yeah. And I don't know if you know, but my dog's name is cauliflower in Hindi. My dog's name is Gobi. Gobi. Aja. Well, she's sleeping on my bed right now. But M saying goat cheese. Oh my God, heaven. Yeah. See? Throw a little broccoli with that goat cheese. You'd be surprised, M's. All right. Nicolas Jarry serving at 40 love. Serves out wide, and Alcaraz cannot return it in. Again, a wide return, and Jarry game to love. Really, really great start for Nicolas Jarry. Okay, let's see here. What are we saying? Pineapple on pizza, Max N saying pineapple on pizza would be a great debate. Haha, yeah, it's been debating. A lot of people debated. There's actually this Italian watch company. It's called what's it called? It's called Out of Order Watch Company or something. And they have like these vintage looking watch. They're obviously brand new, but they look vintage. And they actually have an engraving because it's an Italian company. There's an engraving on the back that says pineapple does not belong on pizza. I thought that was pretty funny. And then we got a pineapple lover, Arthur Mueller. I'll have a pizza with pineapple, but I don't like it that much. Definitely, with my pizza, I like it to be savory. And there you go, Lamberto. Pineapple is a tropical fruit. Tropical fruit does not belong in pizza. And he's saying, sorry, I guess I'm so Italian. No reason to apologize. We all have different likes and dislikes, and that's cool. Saying I'll eat anything almost. I'm a glutton. It was probably bear in a previous life. Speaking of bear, my cousin and roommate saw a cocaine bear and said it was pretty funny. All right, so Alcaraz now serving at 2-5 to stay in the first set. So Jarry is on a hot start, and can he continue looking to break Carlitos? If he does, it would be advantageous for him because he would get to the first set and he would get to start the second set on serve, which is a huge advantage, especially for a hot server like him right now. Where else we got here? Arthur Mueller saying my friend France once held a speech in our English class on how gross pineapple pizza is. Funny. Okay, I'm not sure what the delay is, but we are now here we go. Alcaraz starting the game finally. Serve is good. Now we gotta rally up the middle. Backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz into the net. So love 15, and Jarry's now just 3 points away from a 1-set lead. JP, hey everyone. Welcome, JP, all the way from Australia. And JP saying, LOL, cooking with Covey. Yeah, we're talking a lot about cooking, especially pizza right now. It's because our man GSL, Alcaraz with a service ace out wide. Nicely done. GSL is actually cooking a pizza right now, so that's what kind of kicked it all off. And then Lamberto, being our resident Italian, was letting us know what are the good toppings and what are the forbidden toppings. Alcaraz first serve into the net. So second serve coming up at 15 all. It's a pretty big moment right here. If Alcaraz cannot hold this point, Jarry will be just a couple points away from the set. And serve is up the middle. Backhand return goes wide. 30-15 Alcaraz. Cap saying, except for cocaine. Talking about Cocaine Bear. I would not eat cocaine. Yeah, I do not partake in that. Never have. It's always scared me. But the movie I heard is funny. So Alcaraz with a great serve and then a drop volley. Jarry gets to it, pushes it up the line, and then Alcaraz passes him cross-court forehand, running back to retrieve that ball. So looking a little sharper now is Alcaraz, 40-15 now, and he's got a couple of game points. And Jarry with that great reach, 6'6". So it looked like a really good drop shot. It was a really good drop shot. But Jarry, being tall and lanky, got to it probably quicker than most others would have. Okay, Alcaraz now serving game point up the tee. And then a drop shot off the return, and it's a good one. Jarry can't even get to it. So Alcaraz holds, and it's 3-5. So he's still alive here in set number 1, and I think that deserves a button.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Lamberto, we're probably talking about pizza to distract ourselves from what's happening to Carlos. LOL. And Daria saying, looks like a lot of you are foodie here. Yep, we got foodies for show. Okay, Jarry now serving for the set at 5-3. First serve is into the net. Okay. JP, I like a spicy pizza. Second serve is good. Oh, right into the body. Alcaraz gets it back, though. Now, forehand Alcaraz. It's a beauty, but Jarry gets that back. Now, Jarry with a forehand. Alcaraz, desperation slice. Great rally going on here. Alcaraz with another desperation slice. Now, Jarry makes his way to the net, and Alcaraz passes him. Beautiful defense from Alcaraz, and then he does one of these. Vamos to the crowd, and the crowd's going nuts. By the way, it's a full house in Rio. I believe Alcaraz has played to full houses every match since he came back last week in Argentina. But what a beautiful pass. So he had 2 really good defensive squash-style forehands. And on the second one, Jarry came in, and it was a really good approach. But Alcaraz just barely got enough of that forehand, and it was a beauty. So is he making his move now? Let's see if the world number 2 can bring himself back one break closer to being level here in the first set. First serve, Jarry is well wide of the tee, about 1.5 feet wide. So let's see here. Can Alcaraz take advantage of a second serve? Here we go. Second serve. Jarry is up. Is good. Return up the middle. Now forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Jarry is long. Love 30. And it looks like a little bit of pressure. So remember, folks, Jarry has not dropped a set in his previous 5 matches. So if you put some pressure on him, he's not used to losing sets. So if you put a little pressure on him, see how it works. No one's really been able to because his serve's been so strong. Big moments, folks. Big moments. Okay, Lamberto, back to the pizza. Margarita is one of my favorites. People commonly make the mistake margarita is just the cheese that goes on all pizza, which isn't true. It's a cheese on top of the normal cheese. It's so good. Like is it the bufala mozzarella that they use? I love Neapolitana, or the margarita Neapolitana style. Now, Jarry's at the net, and he does a drop shot. Alcaraz gets to it and rips it. Tries to pass Jarry. Jarry got a piece of it, but it goes wide. So Alcaraz with a triple break point opportunity, and right on cue, he's making his move. Let's see. We got Lamberto. I love prosciutto, which is essentially ham here in Italy. I've never eaten meat. I'm a lifelong vegetarian, but I used to work at a Greek deli, and I used to slice prosciutto. So that's my extent with prosciutto. All right, triple break point. Big moment here. Jarry, serve is up, and it's wide. So Alcaraz has a shot here at a second serve on break point. Triple break point, that is. Second serve is a good one. Alcaraz with a deep return. Now, drop shot Alcaraz. Jarry gets to it. Now, Alcaraz passes him cross court on the backhand. And again, that's a game to love, and it's a break. And a very well-deserved button for the Spaniard after a phenomenal game here when the pressure was on. Let's give it up for Carlitos.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Okay. So, great little first set we got going here. We got Cap saying, I live in Seoul, South Korea for 5 years, so now I'll put anything hot, spicy in my food and enjoy the annihilation of my mouth. That is just a funny sentence to say. Max saying Lamberto should teach everyone on how to bake pizza. Are you guys impressed that we're talking about pizza, but also definitely catching all of this match? Yeah, this is good. I like it. Multitasking like crazy. Arthur Mueller saying Acapulco, Runa Shelton. Ooh, that'll be a great matchup. Holy. Yeah, thanks for telling me that. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. JP, how about Krejcikova? What a week she had. Takes out Pegula, number 3. Takes out Sabalenka, number 2. Takes out Iga, number 1. So wonderful, wonderful, historic almost run to the championship there. Lamberto saying, Carlos, hope he comes back here. Yeah, it's looking good right now. All right, GSL with the toppings. Onions, mushroom, black olives, red and green peppers, and thinly sliced tomatoes. Lots of red sauce and mozzarella cheese. Anyone hungry? Well, after reading that, I am extremely hungry, yes. So, okay, here's Alcaraz now. Serving at 4-5 on serve back in the first set. Great serve out wide. Jarry gets a piece, but it doesn't make it back over the net. 15 love Carlitos, and he's got a sense of rhythm here that he has not had until about 5 minutes ago. So good job, Carlitos, getting himself back in it, but he still has work to do because he's serving to stay in the set. So Jose Flores saying, un link para ver el partido. I think that means a link to watch the match. We don't show it here, my friend. So unfortunately, it depends on your carrier. In your local country where you are. By the way, Alcaraz with a beautiful serve out wide. Jarry with a backhand return goes long. So 30 love Alcaraz. And he's looking good now. He's looking pretty good. Let's see here. Okay, Alcaraz, another great serve out wide. Good return this time from Jarry up the middle. Now Alcaraz pushes a forehand cross court, and then Jarry forehand slice goes long. 40 love Carlitos. So now he's 1 point away from level. Triple game point here, Carlos Alcaraz. Daria saying, we have cheese burst here, like melted cheese on pizza. Have you ever had a paneer pizza, Daria? So in Vancouver, there's a huge Indian population, and there's Indian-style pizza. Alcaraz serve +1. It rips a forehand winner off the return, up the line, game to love, and a consolidation. All right, real quick, I'm going to go out of town on the changeover. Oh, wait, sorry, it's not a changeover. What am I talking about? It's 5-all. So scratch what I just said. We are not going out of town scores just yet. Taria saying, wow, he breaks. Hold the olives. No way, I love olives. Put on green and black olives for me, Gary. I want all the olives. All right, nice rally we got going on here. Backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand slice Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, and it's a winner up the line. Very nicely done by Nicolas Jarry. Cap saying Carlitos proves why he's a Grand Slam champion and year-end #1. Yeah, absolutely. He knows when and how to pick it up. More importantly, how. Max is enjoying the pizza that you're making, Gary. I like all the ingredients on your pizza. Smiley face. Beautiful out wide serve. Alcaraz barely gets it back over, but there's a short ball, and Jarry puts that away on the forehand cross court. So Jarry looking a little bit better than he did about 5 minutes ago when he was up 5-3, and he's quickly up 30 love on his service game at 5-all. Lamberto, only 4 previous women beat the top 3 in the world in a tournament in WTA lifetime. Absolutely sensational. Yes. And then Lamberto saying Carlos Alcaraz has finally showed up. Another great serve out wide. Alcaraz's return is long. So 40 love, triple game point for Nicolas Jarry. M saying Carlitos working hard. Yes, he is looking looking pretty good here, although Jarry's found his foot back on strong foundation after a couple of loose games. Maybe the nerves got to him trying to serve it out. A nice serve up right at the body. Alcaraz returns it up the middle. Now forehand Jarry. Alcaraz gets to it, but not able to return it in. So Jarry with a game to love and another impressive goal. All right, a button for Jarry. He deserves it.
It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry.
Yeah, Cap saying Carlitos put pineapple in his coffee just now, so he's back on track. Max saying Covey multitasking is the best. That's funny. I'm amazed on how we can talk about the match and pizza at the same time. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of fun, actually. I've never talked about food so much on a stream, but I'm definitely having a ball. Gary, the only one I didn't like there was black olives. Come on, y'all. Olives are delicious. I guess, like, for a vegetarian like me, it's like one of the meatiest and fleshiest fruits, vegetables. And so to me, I just love it. It fills me up, and I am also love savory. So for me, like salty, all day, every day. Lamberto saying, Capricorn, please tell me that's a joke. No one should be putting pineapple in their caffeinated drink. Oh my God, we're going off the rails here, but we're having a great time, everyone. And since you're having a great time, please, let's get the likes up. We only have 29 likes, but we have 75 people in. So, that's including our Twitch, that's including our Facebook Live and our YouTube. So please help get the likes up. We're trying to hit 100, and then I'm going to give you the 100 likes button because it's a great one that Ben made. So please help me get there. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Alcaraz serving at 5-6 to stay in the first set. First serve is good. Jarry with a beautiful return up the line. Alcaraz can't handle that, and it's love 15. Great return for Jarry. That was a good first serve, and he timed it perfectly. He was on top of that one. He hit it so crisply that it almost felt like Alcaraz hit a second serve, but it was a first. So very impressive there to start off. Good first point for Jarry. Here we go, Alcaraz now. Another serve up the middle. Jarry up the middle return, and then Jarry's second forehand goes into the net. 15 all, just 3 points away from a tie break. Folks, we are officially into the business end. Yeah, exactly. Here we go. Let's see here. What else we got? Looking at the chat. Alcaraz first serve goes into the net. Sophia, nice to have you. Thank you for commenting, Sophia. In Korea, I had this super bizarre pizza with chicken nugget, corn, pickles, and mayo. Wow, that is weird. Alcaraz with a nice serve up the middle. Return goes into the net from Jarry. 30-15. Carlitos 2 points away from a tiebreak. Arthur Mueller saying, wait. Olives aren't fruit? I feel like they're vegetables, but maybe in my mind, because they're not sweet, that's why I think that. But if anyone knows for sure, let us know. I know they have a pit, which a lot of fruits do. So Daria saying draws are out. Carlos plays Mackenzie McDonald in next tournament in Acapulco. Very cool. Thank you for that information, Daria. Alcaraz first serve goes wide at 30-15. Here comes a second serve. It's becoming quite a match, folks. I'm having a great time. Thank you all for joining me. Good serve, backhand return, Jarry. Now Alcaraz, backhand, forehand, Jarry. Backhand, Alcaraz, backhand, Jarry. Forehand, Alcaraz, forehand, Jarry. And forehand slice, Alcaraz. Now Jarry goes up the line. He's at the net, and he gets a volley into the open court, does Jarry. So he brings it to 30 all. He's saying, look, I don't want this to go to a tiebreak. I'm going to try and end it right here. So let's see if Carlos can respond. But a great play at the net there from Jarry. Smartly comes in and then puts away a beautiful forehand volley into the open court. Nicely done. JP saying, Sophia, was the pizza good? Actually, that's a really good question. And this one, I don't have an answer to this, but any news on Milos Raonic? I don't know, but are you asking in general, or did something pop up in the news recently that prompted that question? Let me know. But yeah, interesting. Haven't heard Milos' name in a while. So Alcaraz, nice serve right at the body of Jarry, and Jarry backhands it into the net. Game point, Alcaraz 40-30. We are 1 point away from a tie break. Sophia saying, it was very sweet. Everything was sweet, and the pizza not good. First serve is a fault from Alcaraz. Still game point for him. Second serve coming up. Ball is up. Serve is good. Backhand return. Now forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Jarry. Backhand drop shot Alcaraz. Jarry doesn't even try. And we are headed to a tiebreak, folks. All right, tiebreak. Let's get your predictions in, folks. So, yeah, predictions. Let's hear what you got. Gosh, this is a tough one because Jarry's huge on the serve, and I hate going against my man Carlitos. Gosh. Covey, listen to your heart. Pause for a second. Listen to your heart. I'm gonna say 7-3 Carlos. I think the momentum has switched a little, and I think he's going to take it. Okay, here's Jarry. First serve is wide. We got Max saying 10-8 Carlitos. M saying 8-6 Carlitos. JP saying Covey is a tennis beast. Thank you, JP. I appreciate that, man. I only get better because of I learned from the streamers like yourselves. Honestly, no joke. Learning so much about just increasing my tennis IQ by chatting with everyone. So many people bring different insights, see points certain ways. It helps me learn. So thank you guys. Really appreciate that. GSL also saying Covey's coming into his own as a GTL commentator. Please chime in and agree with me. Thank you guys. So by the way, Jarry held his first mini hold there. So one love Jarry. Alcaraz serving now at 0-1. And good serve to the body of Jarry. Jarry returns up the middle. Now Alcaraz forehand Jarry. Backhand Alcaraz is long. So the first mini break goes to the Chilean, and it's 0-2 for Jarry. Listen to your heart. Roxette. That's great. Arthur Mueller saying 7-1 Carlos. Unfortunately, Arthur, you're out of the running so far, buddy. And I'm close to being out because I said 7-3. But hey, still early. Still early. Hey, Amza, that's so nice of you. You guys are so great. You're making me blush here. A beautiful return from Jarry, and then Alcaraz's forehand goes long. So a couple of mini breaks already for Nicolas Jarry, and he is up 3-0. Woo! Daria, you will learn pizza recipes here too. And JP saying, I think your accent adds to the commentary. Interesting. Now, would you say I have a Canadian accent, or is it like a neutral accent? Because I always, this was my, you know what, I'll get into this in a second, because it's getting to the thick of this tie break here, but that's an interesting question, or interesting comment. So here's Jarry serving at 3-love. Ooh, serve is in the middle of the net there. So second serve coming up. Will Carlitos try and take advantage of a second serve? Find out in about 1 second. Serve is up. It's good. Backhand return is aggressive from Alcaraz. And, another backhand Alcaraz, crazy angle. And backhand from Jarry. And then Alcaraz steps around the backhand and goes cross court. And he gets a winner. Wow, it was basically from the very far diagonal. Alcaraz stepped around a backhand, forehand into the very far opposite corner. Beautifully done, as Jarry was wrong-footed there. So Alcaraz gets one mini break back. It's 3-1 Jarry now. Okay. Here's Jarry. 3-1. First serve. Just wide. So another second serve for Alcaraz to look at. On the last one, he stepped up, and really you could tell he was trying to put a little extra mustard on his return. Let's see if he does it again. Put some pressure on Jarry. And he does, this time up the line. Now there's a short ball from Jarry. Alcaraz makes his way to the net, but Jarry with a beautiful forehand pass cross court just outside of the reach of Alcaraz. So Jarry is up 4-1 here. And well-deserved as well. Really nice strike of that forehand as Alcaraz was making his way to the net. Alcaraz a little disappointed in himself. I think he realized as he was coming up to the net that maybe it wasn't the most opportune moment because he was stretched out so far wide. So he came in from the side rather than from the middle, which is obviously a good place to approach from. So 1-4 Alcaraz before the changeover. Serve is a let. So another first serve coming up. Okay. M saying the fact that Covey reads every comment too. I do my best. I try not to leave anyone behind. Let's see here. Max saying, I think Carlitos would have gotten a breadstick in the first set, but definitely wrong. Yeah, it happens. Nice serve. There's a kick serve, and then a +1. backhand up the line, but it's long. So JARRY, another mini break, and he is up 5-1 at the changeover. Wow. So yeah, it's looking really good for the Chilean right now. ALCARAZ not super happy with himself. Okay, let's see here. Daria saying you have a neutral accent. Okay, yeah, I'll get to that in a second because I had a discussion with my friend about this. We got Quality Shot Tennis dropping by to hit the like button. Hola, all, and have a good stream. Thank you, Quality Shot Tennis. Really appreciate that. And hey, anyone else, if you haven't hit the like button, please help us get those likes up. We're at 32 so far. Got about 75 people watching. So if everyone in here right now can give us a like, we will be popping that number up to close to 100, and that would be muy apreciado. I think I made up that word. Apreciado is not a word. Okay, serve from ALCARAZ. Beauty up the line with a long pace. 221 kilometers. That's about 137 miles per hour. And so letting out a little of aggression there, ALCARAZ. And it's now 5-2 JARRY. He now has the set on his racket. Although he doesn't have a set point just yet, but he has 2 serves and he's 2 points away from the first set. All right, here comes JARRY. Beautiful serve up the tee. ALCARAZ with a nice return. And then ALCARAZ tries to pass him. And JARRY with a drop shot. ALCARAZ, I don't know if he got to it before the double bounce, but either way, he pushed it up and JARRY was at the net and put it away. So we have set point number 1. Oh, so close for ALCARAZ there. He did get that up. So that it was not a double bounce. He did get that in play. And then JARRY just puts away an easy overhead. 6-2 now. JARRY with the first set point of this first set. And M saying, no, Carlitos. Okay, here's JARRY. 6-2, set point. Serve is long. So second serve here. This is interesting. This could be an interesting point. Carlos can win this. He's got a couple of serves. ALCARAZ returns it into the middle of the net. So JARRY takes set number 1, 7-6. And honestly, well-deserved. He played really well in the beginning, had a little bit of a long 5-3 when he had a chance to serve it out. But he recomposed himself and had a great tie break. So well done for Nicolas JARRY. Okay. So Mario's asking, Dame el link. I can't give you a link, my friend. We don't show the match here, so it depends on where you are. You can use Bet365 to watch, perhaps, or other sites. But yeah, we don't have that, unfortunately. Okay, so this is interesting. I was talking to my buddy, Daria, saying you have a neutral accent. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is because my buddy and I were talking about how since like the western part of North America is the last part of the world to be populated, kind of. You know how it went from the East Coast and then started making our way out west. So it would make sense that we're the most neutral English style accent in the world because, like, I feel like if I were to go to Jamaica or if I were to go to like East London to like some pub or South England or whatever, there are certain accents, even though they're speaking English, I wouldn't be able to understand. But if I were to say, hello, my name is Covey, I feel like anyone who speaks English would be able to understand that. So anyways, that's is an interesting conversation I had with my friend recently about that. So yeah, I'm just wondering what you guys think about that. Lamberto saying, Covey, we love your commentary and appreciate you can cover all these matches for us. Great commentator that talks really in depth about the match and can read all the comments. You guys are awesome. You guys are making me feel so great. JP saying, sounds Canadian to me. Can't just listen to British all the time. That's so funny. And then Quality saying, Josip Brits rule. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Let's see here, going back. So they're watering the court. We have a little bit of time. Daria saying, haha, are you getting some dollars for likes? No, I'm just doing it for the channel. I really appreciate Ben and JG, and I know that the likes really help them with the algorithms, helps them, get seen more. And then when they get seen more, that gives us more opportunity to be able to bring more matches to you. So no, it's not for money. It's just for the love of the game. Yeah. Lamberto saying, no, Carlos. It's okay. First set there. And look at Gary. Thanks, everyone, for echoing my praise for Covey. Yeah, Gary definitely did get the ball rolling on the Covey love, and I appreciate it. You guys, like I said, are making me blush, and I really appreciate it. We got Sergio Mualim saying, in fact, JARRY is a grandson of great Chilean tennis player Jaime Fiol, who played Davis Cup finals in the 70s. Very, very cool. Thank you for that, Sergio. See, this is what I mean. I learned so much about tennis from the chat, from people all over the world. So, yeah, very, very cool. Very nice comment. Thank you, Sergio. I learned something new today. Jesus Solana saying, Vamos, Charlie. Yeah, let's see if he can get it going. I did have Carlos in 3 sets. So if he picks it up, he could make me look real good here. Max, kudos to Gary for starting the pizza conversation. Yeah, Gary's starting all the conversations today. And some fans in the crowd dancing. You got to love Brazil. Brazilians are, I once read this in a book called Effortless Mastery by this pianist, a concert pianist, piano player, who trained a little bit when he was a teenager in Brazil. And he had this sentence in this book. He said, Brazilians are never, he said, I've never met a Brazilian who was intimidated by rhythm, because he lived there for like a couple of years when he was a teenager. And he said, the women, while they're cooking, food for dinner for the family, they're dancing along to something. And then the kids, they're dancing with the parents and stuff like that. And there's like this, Brazilians just love to move and dance. So like right now they're showing the crowd and they're just moving around, having a great time. Gotta love those Brazilians, folks. Okay. Guitar is in the house. Guitar saying, Australia. Guitar, great to have you in the chat. Thank you for coming in. Cap saying East Coast US has some crazy accent. Yeah, for sure. So when I was at Arizona State University for college, I played hockey, and there was a lot of people from the East Coast. And I got really good at saying, like, okay, I could tell you're from Illinois, you're from Wisconsin, you're from, Massachusetts, you're in New York. And yeah, so the East Coast definitely has a whole bunch. Same with the Midwest. What about some Canadian slang? Some Canadian slang, for one of them is hoser. You'd be like, hey, you silly hoser. And then also just like the out and a boot type of thing is Canadian. But yeah, I guess that's the extent of my slang. I think I'm kind of drawing a blank on Canadian slang, to be honest. I'll think of some as it goes along. Ems, I agree with you. Let's go together. Let's go travel South America. Let's watch some tennis. We'll go check out some clay court action. We'll go to Brazil. We'll go to Argentina. But yeah, in all seriousness, I would also love to go to South America. Definitely up there on my list. And Max is also agreeing. Okay. Hey, JP has a cousin in Arizona. So do I. Actually, my aunt lives in Arizona, and that's one of the reasons I went to Arizona State University. She actually just told me, why don't you apply to ASU? And I did, and I ended up getting in. All right, here we go. Carlitos kicking off set number 2. And it's a fault on the very first serve to kick off the set. All right, the crowd's now nice and quiet after all the dancing. Second serve is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Alcaraz with a great angle. JARRY with an even better return there off that angle. Now forehand Alcaraz cross court is wide. So love 15. Sophia Chen. I go to school in Boston, but I've never met anyone with an East Coast accent. That's funny. What about Matt Damon? He's packing his car in Harvard Yard. Do you know what city in Arizona, JP? Is it Tempe, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tucson? Let me know. Alcaraz, first serve goes long here at love 15. I love when they sweep the court and it's all looks even. There's no ball marks at the beginning of the set. All right. Good serve. And Alcaraz +1 backhand goes long, and he's had these little moments when he needs to pick up his game, but overall hasn't been super sharp. Love 30 to start this first game. Just like last set, he was down love 3 real quick. So definitely looking to avoid that. Jarry. Oh, it looks like there's a butterfly or a cockroach or something on the court. It's moved out. Jarry moved it away. Here we go. Alcaraz, love 30. First serve. It's a good one. Nice return up the middle. Alcaraz forehand is errant. Goes off the tape and wide, but even if it didn't hit the tape, it was going wide anyways. So Jarry with 3 break points real quick to start this first set. Alcaraz, he's saved 1 out of 2 break points so far, but he's gonna have to save another 3 if he wants to get out of here unscathed. Really good serve off the sideline wide. Jarry returns that, sails it long there. So it is now 15-40, 1 break point saved. Hey, you got a tour guide. Anyone wants to visit India, Daria? People, you all should visit India. Would love to guide you all. Alcaraz, first serve is long. Big moment here. Alcaraz, he's given a second serve here to Jarry, who's got a couple break points. Return up the middle. Alcaraz backhand slice, forehand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz cross court, backhand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz other way cross court. Moving Jarry side to side. Forehand goes long and wide by Jarry. So good play from Alcaraz. 30-40 now. Okay. We got BJ Fresh is asking, when's your next in-depth weekly report going to hit the airwaves? What time zone as well? Good job today. Thank you, BJ Fresh. To answer your question, my Cubby's Corner segment is every Monday, and I'll get back to this in 1 second. Alcaraz with a nice serve out wide, and then a backhand cross-court Jarry, forehand Alcaraz, and it's a winner. So 3 straight points, and he erases 3 break points against him. Very nice play and way to regather himself here, Alcaraz, in game 1 of set number 2. So to answer your question, every Monday, and it goes at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So same time zone as Los Angeles, Seattle, Vancouver. So Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. is when I go live. So that would be 2 p.m. if you're on the East Coast of North America, and it's 9 p.m. in England. Yeah, so there you go. Cap saying snakes on a court when Jarry was taking out that, was it, I don't know, butterfly or what? Alcaraz with the advantage. Serve out wide. Jarry return nice and deep. Alcaraz forehand. Now Jarry backhand cross court. Alcaraz backhand into the net. So back to deuce. Here we go. GSL, Bostonians speak like Aussies. We drink beer and pack our cars in the Harvard yard. M's smiling there. Carlitos not having a good day. It's a decent, yeah. He's not, I mean, he's not out of it for sure, but you're right. He's not looked as sharp as definitely not as sharp as last week for sure. Here we go. Alcaraz at deuce. Good serve. Return up the middle. Now backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry up the line. Oh, and it goes off the tape, and it's a short bounce. Alcaraz couldn't get to it. Advantage Jarry. A little bit of luck for the Chilean. It bounced really high, so I thought for sure Alcaraz would get to it, but obviously can't see depth so well in 2D, and it bounced really short. Gary, I ditched my Boston accent many decades ago, thankfully. Are you from there? You're from Massachusetts, Gary? I think maybe you did mention that actually in one of my very first streams in last year. Alcaraz tries to go out wide on the serve, but it's too wide. Second serve coming up on break point, number 4 in this very game. And it's an ace up the tee. Jarry's taking a look to make sure it went in. And he is convinced that it's a good serve and quietly walks back behind the baseline. And we are at deuce. JP says, I don't talk like that. Jorge, link. Sorry, my friend, we don't have a link. We don't show the match here, so it depends on where you are in order to get that. All right, forehand goes long from Jarry. So Alcaraz game point again here. And trying to take the scoreboard advantage here. If he can win this next point. Here we go. First serve. It's a good one. And backhand return into the net. Alcaraz holds. That's a gutsy hold. And I think we're going to have to give him a button for that. Really nicely done from Carlitos.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Uno, dos, tres, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, folks. So just so you know, we have 36 likes and we have about 70 people in the chat. That's about half. So if you can help us get those likes up, we really appreciate it. Let's check out some comments here on the changeover. Mango Shake 2021, the drop shot weasel is getting beat with a smiley face. So someone's not an Alcaraz fan. Interesting. It's because most people generally have been fans or at least neutral about Alcaraz. But hey, got to have a little bit of everything. Spice it up, right? M's champion play. That was from a few minutes ago, a couple minutes, so I might have missed it. Oh, maybe you're just talking about the fact that he came back from Love 40. JP, people from Adelaide, Australia, have the most English of Australian accents. I did not know that. We got talking about food. Max saying about Canadian food. Poutine looks. Oh man, poutine's so good. It is so good. I mean, it's just gravy and cheese curds on fries. So, especially after a night out of maybe drinking, it's a good stomach filler to help absorb some of that stuff. All right, here we go. Jarry with a serve +1, and it looks like his backhand up the line landed right on the line. Alcaraz is looking at it, and he is not challenging or not asking for the umpire. So it looks like it was in. Jarry 15 love. Okay. Mango going doubling down on the weasel. What kind of weasel hit so many drop shots? So weasel. All right. Nice serve out wide. Alcaraz returns, and then it's a short ball, which Jarry easily puts away inside out forehand. Vijay Kumar saying, come on, Carlos. Welcome, Vijay. Thank you for joining us, buddy. And we got Max again on the food. So Mango really dislikes Carlitos, saying a fake number one runt. I don't agree that it's fake. You can't get mad at someone for playing tournaments and winning just because Djokovic wasn't there. So I definitely do not agree with that. But yeah. But I mean, if the drop shots, I mean, I think he's actually making it come back because I see a lot of players using a drop shot because they see how effective it can be when it's done right. And also remember that the drop shot, a lot of people think if you don't win the point off the drop shot, it wasn't successful. That's not true. If you win the point because of the drop shot, it doesn't matter if you win it on it or not. But I can see why some people are not fans of the drop shot, especially when you get drop shotted or your favorite player gets drop shotted. It feels really annoying. All right. Alcaraz with a beautiful return from out wide. Jarry was going for the serve and volley, but Alcaraz's return dipped really steeply after it made it over the net, and Jarry was unable to control that half volley, and it goes into the net. Now 30 all from 30 love. So Alcaraz trying to make a little bit of a move here. Sergio saying everything said here is the truth, but the poutine potatoes are delicious. Yeah, they are. Los papas fritas. All right, another serve out wide. And then Jarry comes in, and Alcaraz off the on his second shot goes up the line, or sorry, up the middle, but Jarry was on his way to the net, and he puts away a nice volley into the open court, and it's 40-30 game point for Jarry. Daria Ravel asking about Djokovic. Is Djokovic allowed now for Indian Wells? As of this very second, the answer is no. He has put in an appeal. That's what he said in his press conference earlier in the week, but they haven't heard any response as of yet. Alcaraz now hits a ripper of a forehand. Now we got a good rally going on. Forehand inside out, Jarry. It's just wide, so we're at deuce here. Alcaraz, if he could take this game, he could put a little bit of pressure and kind of put Jarry on his back heel, because Jarry, like I said, last 5 matches, won all 10 sets he's played, including an 11th in the first set here. So he hasn't felt much pressure in the last week. So if Alcaraz can put him under pressure by getting an early break, I would like to see how Jarry handles that. JP saying Vekic has been hitting drop shots for years. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm not saying that Alcaraz like brought it back or made it popular, but for example, what I'm trying to convey is like Roger once famously said that people only do drop shots when they have no other option. But Alcaraz kind of changed that. He's doing it because he's got so much power, he pushes you back, and then he'll do a drop shot when you're like 2 meters behind the baseline, right? So that's what I mean in that sense. But yes, Vekic as well. I mean, look at Ons Jabeur, even Bianca throws in tons of drop shots as well. So yeah, it's definitely a good strategy, and it's one that a lot of people can use to affect. All right, Jarry with advantage, and it's a second serve here, so game point. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Now backhand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz up the line. Backhand Jarry hits the line. Alcaraz with an inside out forehand, and Jarry can't handle that. Sails a backhand long back to deuce. Arthur Mueller tiebreak. Yes, he did. He won it pretty good, actually. It was like 7-3 or 7-4. He won it pretty handily though. GSL saying Covey, Manchester, New Hampshire, a Boston suburb. About an hour away. Go Bruins and Celtics, Red Sox, and Patriots. Sorry about that 21. Gary, I love you, man. That's one thing that still hurts to this day. Even the 1994 loss to the Rangers. We've never won ever in my lifetime. Jarry with a beautiful serve up the tee. Alcaraz long return. Well long, about 2-3 meters. So Jarry with another advantage game point here for the Chilean. Yeah, Gary, even 1994, when I was, 13, still, that one hurts maybe even more, but 2011 was like, yeah, it was like my heart just fell on the floor and broke. We had 2 chances to win. We had a chance in game 6 and game 7 and just got smoked by them Bruins, who are having a historic year right now, by the way. Now we got a great backhand-to-backhand rally cross court, although Alcaraz with a slice backhand, which goes into the net, and then he threw his racket, not like super aggressively, but he just kind of chucked it after the slice. So you could tell he's not happy with himself. I think he also was thinking, hey, let me get that early break and put a pressure on this guy who hasn't felt much pressure this week. So, yeah, a rare show of negative emotion from Carlitos here. But still on serve, 1-1 here in the second set. So not too bad. It's not like he's down a break. Arthur Mueller missed that tiebreak, had to watch some chess. Okay. You got what's that guy's name? The Norwegian guy, the world number 1. Were you watching him? Alcaraz with so funny. They're showing him, but they didn't actually show the court. So I don't know if he got an ace on that first serve at the first point, but it's 15-love for Carlitos here in game number 3 on set number 2. Vijay Kumar, kid is going good. Successor of Rafa. Keep going, Carlitos. Never count him out. Yeah, I agree. Seen him save match points a couple times last year. One against Di Minor was a really famous one because he had a very unorthodox passing shot winner And then, of course, against Sinner in the quarterfinals of the U.S. Open, he was down match points as well. So JP is asking, Gary, how is the pizza? We need to know. All right, nice serve, Alcaraz, and then a drop shot. Oh, and then it hits the top of the net, so it does not make it over. He was trying, he pushed Jarry back, but could not execute the drop shot. So I bet, who is it? Who is it again? Mango Shake must be happy that Alcaraz didn't successfully make that drop shot. So Alcaraz now 30-15. GSL responds to JP saying, eating it now, not bad if I do say so myself. Alcaraz, nice serve out wide, cross-court return, and then a backhand Alcaraz into the top part of the net. So from 30 love now, it's 30 all. Again, Alcaraz just having a tough time keeping momentum for more than a few seconds or a few minutes maybe, or maybe like 90 seconds. He'll hold it and then he'll give it up. GSL, I forgot to mention Tennis Channel Plus is now streaming pickleball. I did a double take, but no joke. Yeah, on my Twitter feed, there's a whole bunch of comments about the Tennis Channel doing that. It's the second time in a row they showed Alcaraz like a close-up of him serving, and they're not showing the whole court, and then it just shows him fist pumping. So he just won another point. I don't know if it was an ace or if it was returned into the net, but whoever's doing the camera work down in Rio, please show the whole court so I can call it. This is so funny. Now, I am a pickleball player, so I will talk about that in a second. Again, they're just doing a close-up of Alcaraz. What is going on? That's the third point in this game. It showed him serve it and then go vamos. So I don't know if that return was long into the net, an ace. I think the most recent one wasn't an ace because I think I heard the ball come back, but I didn't see anything. Anyways, 2-1 Alcaraz. We are on serve. GSL saying drop shot comment by Roger, not his best moment. You can see that. JP saying I played bat tennis as a school kid, similar to pickleball. Boy, did those windows shake. I've never played bat tennis. Interesting. I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I'll probably have to look it up. Daria, how is tennis played in Canada since it's a very cold country, assuming only indoors? Okay, Vancouver specifically, we're on the West Coast. We only get like maybe a week of snow every year, a week and a half. Actually, funny enough, it's snowing right now. We're expecting a foot of snow this weekend, but it's rare. Vancouver rarely gets too much snow. But so most of the time, people play if it's overcast or if it's a little rainy. There's a bunch of courts outside, and then there's also a few indoor courts. So I live about 5 minutes from the University of British Columbia. It's just up the hill from me. So it's about $22 an hour. Yeah, it's about $22 to $30 an hour, depending on if you're in peak times or not, to play indoors. And so there's a lot of options, but definitely for half the year, people are playing outdoors all the time. The other half, the hardcore players will play indoors. Max saying pickleball has been getting popular for the last few years. Yeah, absolutely. It's the fastest growing sport in North America, especially the US. Gary saying, anyone think Carlos may be feeling a bit entitled with all the South American love he's getting? To be quite honest, Gary, I don't get that feeling. I definitely don't get that feeling. I mean, maybe someone's feeling that, or maybe you see it that way. Yeah, I think that racket toss was purely out of his own like lack of good play. JP, I broke a few rackets as a teen. So when I played in high school, I actually had an old racket that was like 20 years old, and I'd bring it to my matches. And when I got really mad, I would put the racket I was using down. Drop shot from Jarry here. Alcaraz gets to it, and then Jarry hits the volley into the open court. So he does a serve and volley, drop shot on his second point. Alcaraz gets to it and then puts it away. So what I used to do is if I was angry at myself or whatever, instead of throwing my racket that I was using, I would take the 20-year-old racket that I put in my bag and I would go and throw that against the fence, and then I'd pick up my racket that I was playing with. So it was kind of like my sub-in throwing racket. All right, Jarry, 15 love here at 1-2 on serve in second set. First serve is wide. Zane saying hello. Welcome, Zane, or Zain. Hopefully one of those is correct. Thank you for joining us, Zain. Really appreciate it. Please give us a like if you can. We would really appreciate that as well. We're at 38 right now, about 68 people here. Jarry with the forehand into the net off of Alcaraz's return, so 15 all. Alcaraz with a little fist pump and encouraging look towards his player box. Gary saying, by the way, everyone, it snowed on the Hollywood sign today. No joke. The world is getting very weird. Yeah, crazy. I guess the West Coast is getting a little... Yeah, we're supposed to get 30 centimeters. And we, like I said, we rarely get much snow. Nice serve up the tee. Alcaraz gets a backhand on it, but it just goes off the backhand side of his racket and drops to his side of the court. So 30-15 as Jarry continues his solid serving. Excuse me. JP saying that's hilarious, throwing racket. Yeah, exactly. That's literally what me and then my doubles partner, he actually is the one called it the throwing racket. Actually, there was a funny moment because this guy, his name is Eric. He was one of my best friends since elementary school, and we played doubles together. And he's like the most calm. He's this Vietnamese dude, like great student, very quiet generally. And one day he was like, Covey, can I use the throwing racket? He was so polite because he was so mad at himself for missing like a couple easy overheads or something. And he kind of felt like he was blaming himself for our loss. And he was like, Covey, can I please use the throwing racket? And I just thought it was the funniest thing. So Alcaraz, the return off of the up the line serve from Jarry is Alcaraz is looking at it. The game's already done. But Alcaraz slowly walked up and looked at the mark for a good 10 seconds and then finally swiped it away with his feet. So anyways, we're back on serve 2 each. And I think let's give some love to Jarry.
It's Jarry. It's Jarry. It's Jarry. It's Jarry. It's Jarry. It's Jarry.
Okay, Alcaraz starting this game here. Serve up the middle. Now we got a backhand slice from Alcaraz. Drop shot from Jarry. Now he's at the net. Alcaraz gets to it. He pushes up the line, but Jarry cuts that off and volleys into the open court. Love 15. Jarry's just been one step ahead of Carlitos for most of this match. Arthur saying they're going to create new apocalypse movie around it. He's talking about the snow on the Hollywood sign. JP saying, I spent some of my childhood hitting against a brick wall. Good for reflexes. Yeah, same here. I actually, across the street from my house, there's a couple nets. A couple of courts at the high school when I was growing up. Now they've actually remodeled the whole high school and they put a soccer field or a football pitch, if you want to call it, across to where that was. So I was a little bummed because it was literally within like almost I could hit a tennis ball to the courts. That's how close it was, but no longer. Oh yeah, we were talking about pickleball. I'll get into that in a second as well. So Alcaraz 15 all serving. First serve. Wow, he had a lot of juice on that, but it was long. Oh, aggression here. All right, here we go. Second serve, 15 all. Is good. Backhand return up the middle. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Jarry. Backhand Alcaraz. Backhand Jarry. Backhand Alcaraz. All cross court here. Backhand Jarry. Backhand Alcaraz up the line. Now forehand Jarry. Forehand Alcaraz. Forehand Jarry into the net. Alcaraz up 30-15. So in regards to the pickleball, so one thing I love about pickleball, and I mentioned this in another stream, so, I beg your pardon if you've heard this before, but pickleball has this ecosystem where you don't need to call anyone. Basically, in Vancouver, if it's sunny and it's dry, there's going to be someone there. You show up with your paddle, and then you can just put your paddle on this rack, which signifies that, hey, I'm up next. And anyone else can put their paddles beside yours. Alcaraz with an ace up the middle there. Jarry was actually expecting an out wide serve, so smart move because Alcaraz took a look and saw that he was stepping to the wide side and put it up the middle. So Alcaraz 40-15 for serve. Up the line is wide just a little bit. So second serve coming up. Okay, second serve is up. Oh, it's a second serve ace. So back-to-back aces to end that game. Nicely done from Carlitos. So what I was saying about this ecosystem is you don't have to call your buddy and say, hey, let's play at this time. And, they say, no, sorry, I'm busy. I got work. I won't be, you know what I mean? I want to play. Don't call anyone. I go to the courts. I know there's going to be someone there. And inevitably, there's so many people. And there's 8 different courts. They've converted 2 tennis courts into 8 pickleball courts. And virtually all the matches played are doubles. So 8 times 4 people, that's 32 people can be on the courts at a time. So there's just, the matches are just going and they're turning over like crazy. And as soon as one match is over, you're supposed to look over to the rack. And if there's paddles there signifying someone's waiting, that means your group comes off the court and then that group goes on. And it's like just nonstop. So at any point in the day, you're like, oh, I want to get some exercise. Boom. No calling anyone, no having to set schedules, no having to wait for your buddy, no having to wait for a court. You just show up and you play. So that's what I like about it. Now, having said that, if someone asks me, would you rather play pickleball or tennis? I'm going to choose tennis like 99.9% of the time. I just enjoy it a little bit more. I get a little more exercise and it's just a little bit more difficult and I enjoy the challenge. So anyways, that's enough about that. Daria saying, how is tennis everywhere? Do you all have free public courts? We don't have it here. Actually, that's interesting. Yeah, I went, when I go to India, none of my cousins play or none of my family plays tennis, but one of my cousins got married and we stayed at this like kind of 5-star hotel there. And they had clay courts. So that was the first and only time in my life actually that I played on clay courts was in India, but it was within the hotel grounds. So it definitely wasn't public, but yeah, in Vancouver, we have tons of courts, but they're all hard court. We have no public grass courts, no clay courts, but there is a club called Hollyburn in this city of West Vancouver, and they have grass, clay, and hard courts, a whole bunch. They actually have a tournament there called the Odlum Brown Tennis Classic. All right, Jarry serving. A beautiful serve up the tee. Alcaraz with a lob backhand desperation return short ball, and then Jarry punishes that into the open court on the forehand. 15 love for the Chilean. Okay. JP saying sounds good. I haven't hit a ball for ages. All right, Jarry, a nice serve to the body. Alcaraz gets it back. Now backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz. Oh, he tried to go up the line and he had it, but he hit the top high part of the he hit the high part of the net as he was going up the line and did not make it over. So 30 love for Jarry. I kind of getting the feeling that Alcaraz is focusing a little bit more now. Let's see if my assumption is correct. So Jarry, first serve at 30 love is good. Alcaraz backhand return. Jarry backhand into the net. So 30-15. Cap saying a very tough match for Alcaraz. Yeah, good. So if you didn't hear at the beginning, Jarry is a 6'6" big server, and he can pick the out wide spots pretty well with that height. And that's always difficult, even for someone as formidable on the defense and return as Perez. JP, guys on the other channel once did a pickleball vid. Serve is out wide. Alcaraz, again, desperation. Got a racket on it, but it went just a little long of the baseline. 40-15 Jarry. Double game point. GSL saying huge HUGE kudos to South American fans for their support of these tournaments. The crowds are awesome. Well put, Gary. Well put. Argentina had great crowds. Rio, same. They love their tennis out there, and it shows. Okay, second serve at 40-15 coming up for Jarry. Tosses up. Serve is good. Alcaraz forehand cross-court return. Jarry forehand up the line, goes off the net and bounces onto his side. So 40, 30, 40, 30. Hey, Daria, come on over, man. You'd like it. Vancouver's beautiful. Might be a little chilly for you, but summer in Vancouver is just unbeatable. Seriously, it's like hardly anywhere else I want to be in the summer. Vancouver just like alive in the summer. All right, first serve at 40-30 was a fault. Here's second serve, and it's a good one. And Alcaraz with a backhand winner up the line. It was a high kicker, but he still got a nice piece of that and redirects it up the line, and we're at deuce here. So Alcaraz looking to make a move. And, I mean, he's taken care of his serve, and he got the first serve, so he's got the scoreboard pressure on. If he can get a break, I really want to see how Jarry responds, because like I said, he has not faced any pressure. He's won all 11 sets that he's played this week. Beautiful serve out wide. It's an ace. Alcaraz just couldn't get a piece of it. Really nicely done from Jarry. So advantage Jarry here again. JP, anyone read tennis books? I haven't read. Actually, that's a really good question. I haven't read any tennis books. Funny, because I'm a pretty avid reader. For about 7 years in a row, I was reading. I kind of made myself read for 30 minutes a day. And I read like 50 books a year. It was crazy. But I actually stopped that after some family had medical issues and had to kind of help take care. But I should get back into it. And when I do, I should get into some tennis books. So Alcaraz wins this point here on the Jarry advantage. So back to deuce here. There's a Brad Gilbert book. I think it's called Winning Ugly. That's one I definitely want to check out. And first serve from Jarry is wide. Alcaraz has an opportunity here on a second serve. See if he could take advantage. Serve is good. Return, backhand Jarry, cross court. Alcaraz is long. Jarry another advantage. Alcaraz kind of yelling towards his bench, not at them, but yelling about how he's not playing well, I think. Kind of reminds me of the vibe that he had when he was playing in the quarterfinal at the U.S. Open against Jannik Sinner. The way he's talking to his bench. It's hard to describe, but I'm getting a similar feeling. Let on the serve, so we got another serve coming in. Cap saying, I'm on the second Dune book, Dune Messiah, and I'm legitimately enjoying it more than the first book. Very dope, very dope. Have not read the Dune books. David Herrera saying, hi, I'm Orlando, a Chilean from USA. Great transmission. Thank you for joining us. Muchas gracias, David, for joining us here and watching this match or this commentary with us. We really appreciate you being here. You must be a fan of Jarry, I'm thinking, since you're a Chilean. One of my best friends is actually Chilean. He lived in this very apartment that I live in for about 8 years. His name is David Cassis Zarzar. And he's a marine biologist. He used to go to marine biology at UBC, and he's from Santiago. And he moved back there, actually. All right, back to deuce here. Jarry serving. A little bit of a long game. We're 1 hour and 41 minutes into this match. Been pretty tight all the way through. Nice serve up the middle, return backhand up the middle. Alcaraz now forehand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, making Alcaraz move back and forth. Now a drop shot Jarry as Alcaraz was behind the baseline and perfectly executed, giving him a taste of the kid's medicine. So it's advantage Jarry, and Jarry's just very sharp all long. Beautiful little drop shot. You know it's a good drop shot when Alcaraz doesn't even try to go chase it. Looks like Jarry's wife there. Very excited at that point. All right, advantage Jarry. Third game point for him in this game. Nice return, Alcaraz. It's a short return, and Jarry just drop shot winner into the open court. 3-all now. JP saying, I read the Andre Agassi book. I recommend it to all tennis fans. I'll put on. Actually, I'm going to write that down. Andre Agassi book to read. Thanks, JP. Appreciate that. Covey, do you see the Dubai drop? Possible matchups for Joker with Murray and Medvedev. I did take a look at it, but I don't recall. I did look at it for about 5 minutes to see what the possible matchups were. But I am drawing a blank at the moment. I'll see if I can pull it up on the Twitter. Alcaraz with a redrop off of a drop from Jarry, and then Jarry tried to redrop the redrop, but it went off the top of the tape and then landed on his side. So that was a cute little cat and mouse point there. 15 love Alcaraz. Okay, let me see if I can pull up my Twitter and see if I can find that Dubai draw, because I do want to take a look and see. And 40 likes so far. Got about 89 people. So if you're watching, if you feel like giving us a like, we would highly appreciate it. Thank you all for joining and listening and watching along with me. Having a great time. It's a really tight match. It's a good one. Alcaraz serving at 15 love, 3-all in the second set. He is down 1 set. Double fault. So now 15-all. Tanya, Australia's finest. My, oh my, what's happening here? She's asking. Yeah, Alcaraz lost a tight first set. He was down 5-3 in the first set. And Jarry was unable to put it away on his serve. Alcaraz breaks back, then takes it to a tiebreak, and then Jarry took over in the tiebreak. I think he won it 7-3 or something. Alcaraz with a beautiful serve out wide, and then a +1 forehand up the line. Nicely executed there. So 30-15 now, Alcaraz. Sebastian Crespo, where can we watch the game from the USA? If you have ESPN Plus, it should be on there. Actually, I'm not positive about that, but you could try ESPN Plus. Other than that, you might have to try some illegal sites. So unfortunately, depends on where you are and what sort of carrier or cable provider you have. I know here in Canada, we have a channel called TSN, and it's on there. But I'm watching through Bet365 so that I'm in line with the scoreboard, basically as live as you can be. Another serve +1 forehand cross-court winner this time for Alcaraz, and it's 40-15. So Alcaraz is having an easier time on his serve in this set. Jarry's having a little bit more difficulty. So let's see if Alcaraz can hold and then break the dam finally in the next game. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cov. There's still this game to play. Good serve, body serve, but Alcaraz, Jarry returns it up the middle. Alcaraz with a drop shot winner. Jarry doesn't even try, and it's 4-3. Carlitos putting that pressure on. All right, folks, I'm going to take a really quick facilities break. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to play a little bit of our end of year stuff. Wait, do we have it? Oh, no, we don't have it. No. You know what? Maybe I'll just wait a second here. So normally we have a button that's kind of the take a break button, but I don't see it here. And yeah. Whew. Okay, let's see here. Let's take a look at the comments. JP saying, true what you say about people from South America. I had Portuguese neighbors. They were a bit noisy. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, the Dubai draw. I was going to look that up. Let's see if I can see that. See if we can find it. Gene, thank you. Gene's awesome. Gene just sent me the draws. That's the Chile Open, the Mexico Open. I don't see. Is this the? Nope, it's not the one. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to look for this. Gene sent me the Chile, the movie star Chile Open, and the Abierto Mexicano, and the Abierto GNP in Monterrey, but I did not find the. Let me see if I can find that one real quick. Bye. Okay, I have it here. I'll take a look at this and check it in a second here. Okay, Tanya saying hello to everybody. Now, back on serve at 3-4 is Jarry. First serve is a good one up the tee. Alcaraz return is a desperation lob, and it goes just a hair wide. Happy midday to you, Tanya, says GSL. Meanwhile, Alcaraz has a potential Tommy Paul quarterfinal in Acapulco. And yeah, Tommy Paul beat him in Montreal last year. And let's see. Tanya, hey, Gary, stopping off for a bit. Mom's birthday, so off to lunch. Happy birthday, Mom. And Jarry with a nice serve, +1. He had a short ball on the return, and he easily puts away a backhand up the line. So 30 love Jarry. And not as much pressure yet as he's been facing on his service games this set. Vamos, Jarry, says Cristobal Jorge. Daria saying, it's okay, man. Just keep it like this and have a break. I'll do it in the next changeover. It's not too bad. But thanks for looking out for me, Daria. I appreciate that. Happy birthday, Tanya's mom, says GSL. Okay, Jarry, second serve is good. Backhand up the line. Alcaraz now. Backhand Jarry, and it's long. So 30-15. Okay. Tanya saying, yeah, they're all out. Talking about draws. Novak plays with some poor qualifier. Sexy Sadie saying, tough match for Carlitos. Welcome, Sexy Sadie. Yes, having a little bit of a time, but hey, builds character, right? Thanks, guys, to all the well wishes to her mother's birthday. Hello, Tanya. Do we get some cakes then? I'm down. Nice serve out wide, and Alcaraz return, and then Jarry had a short ball, but he hit that into the net, top of the net there. So for the second straight service game, Jarry goes from 30 love up to 30 all. Okay, let's see here. And again, let's get those likes up, folks. 42. It's getting up there. I really want to hit the 100 likes button. I'm just obsessed with it. I have done it once on a solo stream, so I'm glad I got that out of the way. But I want to start helping Ben and JG by getting more of them. First serve by Jarry goes out wide, 30 all. So Alcaraz with a chance here on a second serve to maybe put some good pressure. The big serving Chilean's been formidable though on serve. Good serve up, return up the middle, and Jarry returns the return up the middle, and then Jarry goes forehand, goes off the tape, and then lands just inside the sideline. So a little bit of luck, but hey, got to be good to be lucky and lucky to be good. GSL, there's a famous book titled Tuesdays with Maury. I'm going to write Evenings with Covey. You're becoming like comfortable shoes. Hey, thanks. I hope I don't smell like shoes, but unless they're brand new. I love the new shoe smell. It's like a new car smell. Nice serve up the tee, and Alcaraz return goes a hair long. Well, that's game, folks. 4 all now. Alcaraz now serving. Tanya says, I'll send some over. Regards to the cake. Sexy Sadie saying, it seems like big service and big hitters give Carlos problems. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's definitely a solid returner. He's got a great return percentage, like career-wise. But this is the first big server. Actually, that's not true. Mateus Alves, who he played in the first round of this tournament, was a big server. But I don't think he hasn't really faced too many big servers being out for 4 months. So I think that's also a factor in it. But yes, you're right. definitely is a case there. Zain saying hello to Tanya, and Tanya saying hola. The atmosphere of the crowd must be wonderful. Actually, interestingly, right now it's dead quiet. But yes, in general, it has been a pretty raucous crowd. Good serve up the middle, backhand return by Jarry. Now forehand Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, forehand Alcaraz, forehand desperation defense Jarry there. Now Alcaraz goes backhand cross court, backhand Jarry is long. 15 love Carlitos. Zain saying, hola, Tanya, are you Serbian? Sexy Sadie. Hello, Covey. Hello, Sadie. And Tanya saying, yes, I am. Max. Gary, did it actually snow on the Hollywood sign? You learn something new every day. Yep. I learned that Jarry's grandfather, did you say it was? Someone said played for the Davis Cup for Chile, which is pretty cool. All right, second serve coming for Alcaraz at 15 love. 4-all here in the second set. Jarry's up 1 set to love. Nice defense from Alcaraz on the outstretch. Now Jarry goes the other way. Alcaraz with a huge overhead lob, and then Jarry puts that away cross court, 15-all. Daria is asking, is the serve looks better than Kyrgios? No, definitely not better than Kyrgios. Kyrgios has one of the most beautiful serves in the game, but it's just very effective. He's 6'6", so he's actually taller than Kyrgios, and he's not even serving like super hard. He's just putting it out wide and picking his spots really well. So it's just more about the placement than the actual speed of the serve. Second serve coming up. Oh, look at this. Hit the like button, please, everyone. Target is 157 to go. Yeah, we're at 43, and we've got a lot of people. We got 83 in the chat, folks. So Alcaraz with a beautiful drop shot for a +1, and he's up 30-15. So yes, folks, please hook us up with some likes. We will happily accept as many as you would like to give us. Zain talking to Tanya. Tanya, I like your Serb fellow Djokovic. He is a great champion. Slava. Okay, Alcaraz now 30-15. First serve is a nice one up the middle. Now +1 is into the backhand of Jarry, and Jarry sails that return long. So it is 40-15 double game point for Carlitos. Yeah, Max, it really did, says GSL. Sexy Sadie. Vamos, Carlitos, you can do it. Okay, here we go. 40-15 Alcaraz. Keeping that pressure on. And forehand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry. Now another forehand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand slice Alcaraz into the net. 40-30. Feel like every time, not every time, but most of the time that Alcaraz goes from topspin backhand to the slice, that first one seems to be going into the net quite a bit, more so than normal. So I don't know if it's the change in the rhythm or what's going on here. So Alcaraz is starting to have that look to his right side that Nadal has to his left side, where like his left bicep and forearm is like way bigger than his right one, while Alcaraz is starting to like really look way bigger on his right side than his left. He even got a vein popping out on his bicep, I've noticed in the last since he came back. So he's getting a little bit stronger there. Jarry with a beautiful no, it wasn't beautiful because it was just wide. It was really deep, so I thought it was a good return, but it was overturned. And Alcaraz holds for 5-4. Okay, let's see here. 44 likes. Not bad, not bad. Could be a little higher though. But let's see, 5-4. We're getting into the business end of this set, y'all. And now the crowd's, again, that Brazilian crowd in the changeover, they're standing up, a whole bunch of people dancing. They got their Arms up in the air, doing it. Oh, speaking of the arms up, look above me here. I've got some merch. If anyone is interested in Game to Love merch, check the description box. You too can have some t-shirts. You got some, I believe there's some mugs, there's some phone cases, there's some sweats, hoodies. So if you're looking to get some new fresh gear, check out the Game to Love merch store. Yes, y'all. Okay, we got Daria saying, just join some Carlos fan groups in Facebook and put this link in that group. You'll get more people to join, likes, and subscriptions. Just an idea. That's actually a good point. It's funny, I actually don't have Facebook anymore. I had it for a long time, but I kind of got mentally burnt out from the social media. But that's actually a good idea. I might have to re-log in because I do have Facebook Messenger still. So basically my account is deactivated. But it's not like fully deleted, so because I can still use that. So maybe I'll have to do that. Or maybe I'll tell JG and Ben about that. That's a really good idea, Daria. Thanks for that, buddy. Uh-oh, we got Zain saying Carlitos is boring gamer. Sexy Sadie, Carlitos better start lifting dumbbells on his left arm. Yeah, you don't want to be unbalanced and start like, walking into things on his right side if he's unbalanced. Of course, I'm joking, but that would be pretty funny. All right, folks, it's time for a button because we are into the business end of this set. All right, Tristan. Again, I keep saying Tristan Jarry. It's Nicolas, not Tristan. Tristan is a hockey goalie. Nicolas Jarry is who we're playing, the Chilean. Nicolas Jarry now serving at 4-5 on serve to stay in this set. First serve out wide is a good one. ALCARAZ returns up the middle. Now inside out for Jarry. Carlos gets to that, and Jarry's up the net and puts away an easy volley into the open court. And it's 15-love for the Chilean. Ooh, he's pretty close to the net there, Jarry. Hey, go B. I'm on a stream here, baby. Nicely done for Jarry. Okay, here's Jarry at 15-love. And is that an ace? No, it's not an ace, but it was up to T. It was a really hard serve, and it was just a hair long. So second serve coming up. One thing Jarry's done really well in his service games is win the first couple points, so avoiding a little bit of pressure. Although the last few games, he's gone from 30-love to 30-all, but he never relinquishes, never facing any breaks. So he's been very sturdy. Although ALCARAZ won that point, 15-all now. So we got Tanya saying, is Jarry playing well or is Carlos playing crap? This is how I'll respond. Jarry is playing very solid, and just as he has been all week, especially on serve and some strong ground strokes. Carlos isn't playing crap, but he isn't playing great either. I'd say he's at like 68 out of 100 right now, because he'll go on little runs where you're like, okay, he's back, and then he'll just fall back into unstableness. Okay, nice block return from ALCARAZ. Jarry's at the net now, drop shot, and drops it into the open court, and he's just doing so well at the net. Smart approaches, and then really nice, easy, soft putaways. ALCARAZ just can't get to them. So 30-15 again. Max is saying, I've heard until now that Jarry has been involved with some controversy in tennis. Yeah, there was some drug scandal or doping scandal. He was out for 10 months, lost all of his ranking points. He was up to 38 in the world at one point in like 2020, and then he got banned. So he's been having to work his way back up the rankings for the last couple of years. Yeah. Oh, 99 people in the chat. Love it. Getting some good numbers now, folks. as this match goes on. Alcaraz and an easy rally ball backhand. He dumps into the net on the backhand. So 40-15, couple of game points here for Nicolas, not Tristan Jarry. Yeah, Zain saying Jarry is playing super well. Saying, hey, boss, make me admin. Actually, I don't even know how to do that, and I don't think that I don't know how to do that, and I don't think that I would be doing that. That's something probably reserved for the commentators. Drop shot, Jarry. Alcaraz gets to it, goes cross court, and then Jarry with a backhand, and he flubs that into the net. Kind of a weird play because Alcaraz, he got to that drop shot in plenty of time, but he just really softly went cross court, like he could have ripped it. And Jarry got a piece of it, but then it went into the net. Yeah, what was Alcaraz doing there? That was like super soft. It bounced super shallow. His whole team, though, going crazy, giving him support. Still game point for Jarry, 40-30 now. First serve is wide. Second serve coming up. We got Hans Araya saying, Vamos Jarry with the thumbs up. Hey, Hans, give us a thumbs up. Give us a like if you can, my friend. Subscribe as well if you haven't. And thank you for joining us in the chat. And I really appreciate the comment as well. Jarry wins that. Alcaraz goes wide on the return on the backhand. So it's 5-all now. And getting tense, folks. The set itself has been 1 hour and 3 minutes. So the first set was 1 hour and 1 minute. So some pretty long games here. We got Zain. What's your name, my boss? My name is Covey. Yeah, it's Covey. You can see it right there. That's my name. Boom. It means poet in Hindi, as Daria can tell you, because he's Indian as well. He's saying, Daria saying, looks like Jarry is high again on drugs. I don't quite understand that comment, but it's kind of funny. Alcaraz takes first point here, 15-love. Prediction from Zain saying it'll be 7-6, 7-6. So he thinks Jarry's going to take it. Okay, Carlos serving at 15-love. Good serve. Backhand return goes wide, 30-love now. So Alcaraz has been very solid on his serve in this set. Much easier time he's been having on his serve than Jarry has. But still no breaks for Alcaraz, so he's unable to put extra pressure. He's putting scoreboard pressure, but not that break pressure. First serve is good. Forehand return, Jarry goes long. 40-love Alcaraz. Nice to meet you, Kobe. He says it's pronounced Covey, but it's spelled Kavi. But nice to meet you too, Zain. Thank you for joining the chat, buddy. And thanks for all your input. 48 likes, almost at the halfway point, and we got exactly 100 people watching. So if you feel like giving us a like, if you haven't yet, please do so. We really appreciate it. Also, give us a subscribe up in that top 100K is our goal. Alcaraz first serve off the tape and long. Second serve coming up as he kicks off the dirt from his feet, from the racket. From his shoes with his racket, I should say. Nice serve, Alcaraz up the middle, return. And then Alcaraz, a +1 winner cross court. And that one was a game to love.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right, folks. So Alcaraz looks like he's got a medical timeout. They're rubbing his left thigh. So what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to quickly use the facilities. Don't have a take a break button right now. So It's just going to be blank, but don't worry, I'll be right back, okay? Hello, hello. Okay, folks, thank you for your patience. We are back. So Alcaraz had his, looks like it was his left thigh was being worked on, although he looks great here. We're into the point. Alcaraz with an overhead, and he wins the first point of the game. All right, Sexy Sadie saying, all right, Carlos, time to break. Let's go. And David Herrera saying, vamos, vamos, Jarry. Or would that be Yari? JP saying intermission. Yes, it was an intermission. Thank you guys for your patience. I hate leaving you without something playing. I think next time I think there might be some music that we could play, some background music, make it a little better for you. Anyways, we're back into this. Good rally here, and Jarry with a forehand that goes just a regular rally ball, and he hit it like 2 meters long. So Alcaraz is now 2 points away from taking the set. Love 30 Jarry on his serve. He's down a couple points, and Alcaraz looking to be very opportune with his break attempt here. Here's Jarry. First serve at love 30 is good. Alcaraz forehand return up the middle. Jarry with a forehand inside out. Beautiful. Alcaraz with a backhand lob goes deep. Jarry with an overhead up the middle. Alcaraz goes up the line. Jarry can't handle it, and it's love 40 triple set point for Carlitos. The crowd loving it right now. You can tell right away that when Alcaraz picks it up, the crowd starts going crazy. They're just loving it right now. They want to see a third set, folks. And I'm also hazarding a guess that they want to see Alcaraz in the final tomorrow as well. That's just a guess. But based on the raucous response of that wonderful start to this game and that killer passing shot. All right, here we go. Love 40. Triple set point. Alcaraz return up the middle. Forehand Jarry into the net. And we're going to a third set, folks. Alcaraz, when it matters the most, gets his break. 4 points. Ultra focused. And right after a medical timeout, he wins it. He wins that game. And he looks composed. He looks like he's ready to go here. So far, it's been a great match. 2 hours and 11 minutes. Both sets almost went the full distance. 7-6 in the first set and tiebreak, and then 7-5 Alcaraz in the second set. Alcaraz 11 winners, to 7 unforced. JARRY with in the set. In this set, JARRY 17 winners, 11 unforced. Oh, by the way, let's give Carlitos a button because that was a well-deserved break there. That was wonderful. Actually, first we'll do this. Then we'll do that.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
All right. JP saying I played once on clay. I enjoyed the sliding aspect of it. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. I grew up playing on hard courts, but because I was a hockey player for 25 years, I was always able to slide on hard courts. So I play at the public courts, and people would be like, how did you learn to do that?" I never tried to do it. I just did it out of instinct. Like if I needed to chase down a ball at the net, a drop shot or something, I would just slide into it. So that was actually a cool skill that I never actually tried to learn, and then I developed just out of necessity. But yeah, when I went to India and played on the clay courts, it was a lot of fun sliding on there. Daria, if you look here, he says, "What's your Instagram handle?" I searched Covey, but I didn't find it. All right, so I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. It's actually, there. This is it right there. It's at Love Tennis, but the O is a 0, like in tennis, like a 0 is love. So yeah, my Twitter and Instagram is at Love Tennis, and the O's are zeros instead of O's. So there you have it, my friend. And I'll follow you back as well. Sexy Sadie, Dallas, Texas, USA. I'm assuming that's where you're from. Yeah, Gary saying this one's turning into a Murray special. Yeah, Murray does not know how to win in straight sets. He knows how to just win epic matches. And then Vamos Carlitos from Sexy Sadie. Let's see here. Zayn saying we can't afford losing. JARRY, LOL. JP saying sweet. Max, let's go. Sadie, yes. The winner gets Nori. Yeah, that's true. The winner tomorrow will face Nori in the final. Zayn, Sadie, I like Dallas. I've never actually been to Dallas. I went through the Panhandle once in the middle of the night, driving from Minnesota to Arizona with my roommate in Arizona who bought a car in Minnesota because it was $10,000 cheaper. So he was like, "I'm going to pay for you to fly with me, and then we're going to drive back." It's a great trip. Alcaraz with I thought it was an ace to start the set, but it was a let. What? That looked like it was a foot above the line on the net on the replay. Anyways, nonetheless, first serve coming again. And didn't matter because the return from JARRY goes into the net. 15 love anyways. JP saying played once on grass was awesome. I've never played on grass. I just want to step onto a grass court. That's my dream. And the funny thing, I believe in England, like they're pretty all over the place, which is amazing. But yeah. Yeah. What's JP, what's your favorite surface? Hard, clay, or grass to play on? We got Stroner BTW. Who do you think going to win? My prediction at the beginning of the match was Alcaraz in 3, and I'm going to stick with it. And Alejandro Valdez saying, go, Nico Yari. And then the Chilean flag and the strong arm there. Alcaraz with another beautiful serve up the tee. JARRY got a piece of it, but it went sideways. 30-15 Alcaraz. Alcaraz seems like he has a little bit more energy and momentum. That last serve was 222 kilometers. So he's again in the 138 mile an hour range. Nice work, Alcaraz there. Tries to go wide on this one at 30-15, but that's wide. So second serve coming up. Second serve is a good one. And Jarry's return goes long. Alcaraz up 40-15. You know, that another reason why that break was huge is because Alcaraz gets first serve and gets to keep the scoreboard pressure. And he held all 5 of his service, or was it 6? Yeah, all 6 of his service games last set. And one big one when he was down love 30 in the very first one. So it's been kind of rolling since then. Another good serve and another return long from Jarry. Alcaraz, very impressive 4 points. Game to love.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
So, Sexy Sadie saying at Zayn, cool, Dallas is a fun city. Man, I'd really love to go. I want to watch a Dallas Stars game. GSL, Sexy Sadie, you are a John Lennon, Paul McCartney song. There you go. And Sadie saying, Covey, you should make a trip to Texas. Dallas, Houston, San Antonio, Austin are all fun cities. I would love to go there. I would absolutely love to go there. Maybe I will. And when I do, I'll hit you up. You can show me around. That would be awesome. Here's Jarry now serving at 0-1 to kick off his campaign in this set. Nice backhand from Alcaraz. Backhand Jarry goes long, and it's love 15. I wonder if Alcaraz will get an early break. I'm starting to feel like he's getting in that mode, you know? But let's see. Let us see. So JP, respond to my question on which is his favorite surface. Never played on hard. Ah, interesting. Mainly asphalt or indoors. Cool. Yeah, I really liked clay, but like I said, I only played for we were at this hotel for 3 days. So I played pretty much every day we were there. So I'll say that's my favorite just because it was something different. And it was fun to slide around and your socks get all dirty and, having a good time, like a kid playing in the mud. Alcaraz is up 30. It's now love 30 as Jarry hits a backhand into the high part of the net. Alcaraz putting some real pressure on Jarry now. Sexy Sadie responding to GSL. I love the Beatles. There you go. He says, I know it's from the White Album. Beautiful serve out wide. Hits the sideline by Jarry there. 15-30. And then JP saying, moving on grass felt like my feet were on pillows. Cozy. Very, very cool. Yeah, I just want to feel what it's like. It's so immaculate, They cut the grass to this small little length, and it just looks so classy, All right, Jarry serving for that was a really long serve at 15-30. So Alcaraz has a chance to put some real pressure on. If he can win this point, he'll be up of a double break opportunity. Double fault. First time for Jarry in the match, and it is 15-40. Couple of break points for Carlitos. David Herrera saying grass is for the cows. Funny, I like that. That was a funny comment. 52 likes, y'all. Come on, let's get to 100. I know we can do it. We got 30 more people in here than likes. So if you would please, we would happily accept some like action. All right. First serve is good. Alcaraz return up the line. Now cross-court Jarry. Alcaraz gets to that. And Jarry is moving Alcaraz across the court back and forth. Alcaraz with a forehand winner that he had no business making. And it's break time. Holy crap, Lola. If you're not watching, definitely watch the replays on YouTube or highlights or whatever. That was quite a beautiful passing shot. Alcaraz was run to his backhand as far as he could go, forehand as far as he can go. Actually, sorry, it was forehand, then backhand, then forehand. And Jarry hitting perfect shots out wide, exactly where he should. And Alcaraz with a wonderful passing shot. Wow. Unbelievable, folks. What a freaking play by Alcaraz. All right, first serve. He's got adrenaline now. That first serve was a little long at 220 kilometers. So, yeah, you could tell Alcaraz has got some extra blood pumping in his veins right now. Second serve here at 2-love. And Jarry with a backhand return. It was a short ball. Alcaraz goes up the line. And, yeah, Alcaraz is looking he's looking on fire right now, folks. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at what's going on here. Tanya, game to love. It was 40. Yeah, it was 40-15. Did I hit the game to love button? I was supposed to hit the break button. I think I hit the break button. Anyways, yeah, it wasn't a game to love. But anyways, unless that was... Oh, no, the service game Alcaraz had before, it was a game to love. And then the break, he broke game 15. Oh, GSL is a Beatles fanatic, talking about the White Album the day it was released. Same with Sgt. Pepper, seriously. Sexy Sadie. There you go, responding to him. Jaime Alberto Saavedra Garay saying, Hola, soy Jaime. Welcome. Mucho gusto, Jaime. Thank you for joining us on the stream. Got a nice rally going. Forehand, Jarry. Backhand, Alcaraz. Was that in? It was in. 40-love. I think it hit the line because Jarry swung for it and totally missed it. I think it landed on the line and made a weird bounce, and that's why he missed it. Yeah, that was in. Yeah, they're showing the ultra slow-mo, and that's exactly what happened. It bounced on the actual line, and it bounced more shallow than Jarry was expecting, and he swung for it, but it went under his racket. 40-love Alcaraz now cruising. First serve is a let, so still has the chance for game to love. Jaime is from Chile. Welcome from Chile. Thank you for joining us, my friend. It's been a great match. Your Chilean compatriot is doing really well, although Alcaraz has turned up the heat recently. Oh, Alcaraz looked like he was going out wide for the serve, but then he tricked him and went up the tee, but it was just a hair wide. He was that close to an ace. Second serve, here it is. And good serve. Backhand return from Jarry is a great one, and Alcaraz can't handle that, so 40-15. JP, playing on grass is expensive, though. Yeah, I bet. I know the only way here is to play at that club I was mentioning called Hollyburn, where they have that they have a tournament there. But yeah, I expect it's the most expensive to maintain and upkeep and everything. GSL asking, Jarry losing his edge. I think it's more that Alcaraz is gaining his, although there might be a little dip from Jarry as well. Might be a little dejected, actually, after that the way that set ended, because he's been serving so well all week. Alcaraz with a double fault, though, so now from 40-love, it's now 40-30. I think Alcaraz has to be careful here. You want to step on the neck and keep on pressing when you're in this position here, because a guy like Jarry, if he gets rhythm on his serve, he's tough to beat. He's only been broken before this match. He was only been broken twice in this whole tournament, and that was both of them were in the second set yesterday against Sebastian Baez, which he ended up winning that set. All right, Alcaraz serve out wide, Jarry return out wide, so Alcaraz does hold for the consolidation. 3-love Carlito. Tanya, all right, I'm out of here. Have fun, guys. Have a good one, Tanya. Thanks for joining us. As always, appreciate you, and have a great one, whatever you end up doing. Tanya also saying, Vamos, Carlitos. Sexy Sadie saying, killer forehand. Ibrahim Ahmad saying, hi, Covey, I just came. What's the match update? It's one set apiece. We're in the third set, and Alcaraz is up 3-love. So he's up one break in set number 3, and he's looking pretty good. Taria saying, looks like Jarry failed under pressure. A little bit, yeah, he did. Although Alcaraz also turned the heat up as well. And then Sean is in the house. Sean Power, hey, buddy, good to have you here. Holding Alcaraz back is tiring for his opponents. They all break eventually. Yeah, he just keeps on coming. 2-0 Vamos Carlitos. Oh, that was from before. Now it's 3-0. Let's see what else we got here. GSL, Sexy Sadie. Don't ask me either what I paid for a box set of all the British versions of Beatles albums. Must be a pretty penny there. JP, music, pizza, pickleball. Any other topics? If you guys want to talk hockey, I could do that all day too. Ibrahim, hi, Covey, how are you? I just came. How is Carlos playing? So Carlos was not looking sharp in the first set, but when he was down 5-3, he broke and then brought it back to level, forced a tie break. Jarry took over the tie break, was up 5-1. I think he ended up taking it 7-3. And then in the last set, there was no breaks until Carlos broke when it was Jarry serving at 5-6. So it was a really tight set. Alcaraz picked up his game, and then he's also kind of kept it rolling here in the third set. So that's the update. And now Jarry serving at love 3, down 1 break. And Alcaraz dumps that backhand return into the net. 15 love for Jarry. Gary, JP, it's supposed to be tennis, right? Sorry. It's all good. Hey, don't forget, Gary, you're the one who started it with the pizza. You got us all hungry and salivating. No, I'm just being silly. No one's fault. We're having a great time here. Sexy Sadie at GSL. Okay, I won't. I love how everyone does the at GSL now instead of the Gary Saint Laurent. It's awesome. All right, Jarry loses that one. 15 all now. It's okay to discuss other stuff. Depends on Covey, I guess. He's the boss. I'm just a facilitator. I wouldn't call myself the boss. All right, Jarry, first serve goes long. Daria saying, Tanya, our cake can wait. And a double fault Jarry. So no double faults in the first 2 sets. Double faults in the last game and double faults in this game. So that kind of shows me maybe a little mental fatigue. And again, what I was saying earlier is Jarry has not been under pressure. He won all 5 matches this week, 2 in qualifying, 3 in the regular draw, 10 sets, won all 10 of them, and didn't face any extended sets. So this is the first time that he's been behind. And even in the last set, he was never behind. He was behind by 1, like on serve, but he wasn't down a break. Now he's down a break, and I think he's going to have to try for more, and doing that is going to make him a little bit less solid on his serve. 30 all, first serve here now. Good serve out wide. Return up the middle, right at the feet of Jarry, and Jarry hits that forehand into the net, and Alcaraz now with another break point opportunity, 30-40. So Alcaraz so far 3 for 3 on break points. He had 1 at the end of the second set, 1 at the beginning of this set, and now he's got another one. Sorry, this is the 5th one. He's 3 for 4, I should say. They just updated that. Okay, second serve now. So big opportunity for Alcaraz to get a double break. Can he do it? Second serve is up. It is good. Alcaraz forehand return is long. He tried to do the same thing, put it right at Jarry's feet, but this one was a little long, so we're at deuce here. Sexy Sadie is stoked. Yeah, 3 love. Carlos, it's Carlos time. Yeah, GSL, JP, it's only because we're all so interesting. Cubby most of all. Nice, JP. I could talk tennis all day. How did the Beatles conversation started? I think it was because of Sexy Sadie. The name. All right, here we go. Backhand to backhand. Backhand slice Alcaraz. Again, like I was saying, when they go backhand to backhand and when Alcaraz goes from topspin to slice, that first one, if he seems to hit them into the net when they change the rhythm a little bit. So, again, that happens. That's about the 4th or 5th time now. Jarry now, advantage. So, looking to stay within touching distance, just within 1 break. Can he hold? First serve. Advantage Jarry. It's good. Returned up the middle. Now backhand up the middle Jarry. Now forehand Jarry goes errant. That goes well wide. There's a rally ball, an easy one. So, yeah, it looks like Jarry's rhythm is a little bit off. Alcaraz now back to deuce. And now he's fist pumping. He's looking at his bench. He's very positive. He wasn't super negative, throughout the match or anything. But there was a point where he missed a backhand slice and threw his racket out of kind of disgust. Not like heavy anger, but more just disgust. But he's really turned it around since then in terms of like the body language and attitude. Okay, Jarry now, second serve at deuce. Alcaraz with another opportunity to put some pressure. Serve is good. Forehand return. Now forehand Jarry. Backhand Alcaraz cross court. Backhand Jarry into the net. Advantage Alcaraz for another break point opportunity. Okay. Let's see here. The Sexy Sadie is a response to, I think it was Max. Yeah. Because my name is a Beatles song. JP, me as well. I'm in a Saturday evening mood. Tomorrow will be all tennis all the time. Okay, break point number 2 here in this game. First serve goes off the tape and wide. Let's see here. Oh, we got some questions here. I'll get to them in a second. Okay, second serve now. Good backhand return. Up the line is a winner, Alcaraz, and then he roars to his player's box and walks towards them to grab his towel. Up a double break now, Alcaraz. 4-love up, and he is cruising. Okay, 4-love here. So we got a question from Ibrahim. Covey, I have a question for you. Who is better in tennis between JG and Ben and you? So I'm in Vancouver, Canada. I've never actually met JG and Ben in person. We've never been in the same continent since we've known each other. I met them. I've known about them since last summer, but I met them about doing this stuff in November. Alcaraz first serve goes into the net there. So I've never played either of them, but I think I heard them talking, and JG beat Ben like very recently, maybe even yesterday in an actual match. So I don't know if that's indicative of their lifelong head-to-head or not, but the answer is I don't know. Sorry, my friend. Hopefully one day maybe I'll go over there, or they come here and we get to play some tennis and just have a good time doing tennis, talking tennis. Yeah. Okay. Max is asking, Covey, do you think Casper can win in Acapulco? Alcaraz here serving at 15-love. First serve is a fault, so second serve coming up. Do I think I can win Acapulco? Let's look at the draw here, if I can. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Now, return from Jarry on the second serve goes well wide. So 30-love Alcaraz. He is cruising. You know what? I'm going to try and get back to that in a second. I'll try and pull up a draw and see what his path looks like. JP saying, done like dinner. He's calling this match already. We have a Beatles cafe here. All right, another good serve. Backhand into the net on the return from Jarry. So 40-love Alcaraz looking for another game to love. Sinner playing anywhere next week? Another good question, Sean. I'd have to look at some draws to make sure. Not positive, though. Sadie saying break point. Oh, that was from before. All right, Alcaraz, nice serve. Backhand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, forehand Jarry, backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand slice up the line. Alcaraz, forehand Jarry into the net. Another game to love and another big hold for Carlitos.
Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. 1, 2, 3, vamos. Vamos, Carlos Alcaraz. Vamos.
Vamos. All right, folks, we might have only a little bit more time to get those likes up. We're at 55. We got about 80 people in the stream. So if anyone wants to give us a little bit of love with a like, we really, really appreciate it. Still trying to get to 100. I still believe. The only questions we have to ask now is, will Carlos hold on, and will he get a bagel? Because we do have a bagel button, and if he can break here, we will be playing that sucker. So there you go. Sexy Sadie saying, Carlos taking it home. JP, can't wait for Indian Wells. You got skiing front back in the house. Are you covering any matches tomorrow? I will be letting Ben and JG know that I will be available for the final of this one. So I'm hoping to do it. Always got to check with them because they are the ones that are running the show. But I would, if I'm a betting man, I would say that I'm going to be doing that match pretty much for sure. So unless they wanted to do it, but I would. I know that this is more conducive to my time zone because these matches usually start around 1 p.m. my time, which is 9 p.m. for them. So it can go pretty late. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say most likely it'll be me there. GSL with a very good comment. The elite players almost always take care of business. Carlos is undoubtedly elite. Skiing front back saying, vamos. And Gary, I also like this from Max. Gary, I also like their other songs, Hey Jude and All You Need Is Love as well. Ditto about what you said, that you can't pick just one. Yeah, they're all-time classics for sure. For shizzle. All right, Jarry now serving at love 5. First serve is just wide. All right, so we got Shiraz Ahmad. Give me just 1 second, and I will do what you are asking, which is, hey, Covey just came. Can you tell me the summary of the match? Yes, we'll do that in 1 second. Jarry backhand goes wide, so it's love 15. Alcaraz now 3 points from the match. This is how it went. Alcaraz came out a little bit sloppy, and Jarry was really, really sharp, especially on serve. He was up 5-3 in the first set. Alcaraz breaks to get to 5-all, goes to a tie break. Jarry takes a 5-1 lead after 6 points and then easily closes out. I think it was 7-3. After that, it was just hold in the second set until 5-6. Jarry was serving, and Jarry got broken by Alcaraz. Alcaraz won 7-5, and then he took that momentum and basically has been running with it. Oh, great point there. Both players ended up at the net, but Jarry. Anyways, what I was saying was after Alcaraz took that second set 7-5, he's just been cruising and he's been dominating this whole set. So there's a 30-second summary for you, my friend. Yeah, that was a really great rally that I was kind of talking over, but it's 15-all. Tried to do a desperation little squash shot, but it was out of his reach. So 15-all, and Jarry serving right now. Good serve, Alcaraz backhand return. Jarry's backhand goes into the net on the +1. He would have won that point if he just got it in the court there. But Alcaraz now 2 points away from the match. Covey, maybe you're asking, do you think, or do you know if Djokovic will play in Indian Wells in Miami? As of right now, he has not received an exemption. It still could happen, but as of right now, the answer is no. But like I said, it could still change. Jarry with a beautiful serve out wide. Alcaraz with a very desperate return. And then Jarry with a drop shot. Alcaraz gets to it and lobs it over his head. And then Alcaraz smashes it. He gets a lob. And just on the sideline, and it's 40-15 match point Alcaraz. What a crazy point. Oh, he just got it on the line, too, on that overhead.
Match point.
All right, folks, that was such a crazy point. I can't believe Alcaraz got to that drop shot. Then he lobs it over Jarry's head, and then Jarry has to race back to get it, lobs it back. Alcaraz off the back foot jumps and smashes. So here we go. Match point, Jarry serving 15-40. First serve is up. It's just long. So second serve coming up. Alcaraz has a chance here to put this match away and face Norrie in the final tomorrow. Here we go. Second serve. is good. Alcaraz backhand return up the middle. Jarry backhand Alcaraz, backhand Jarry, backhand slice Alcaraz, backhand Jarry into the net. And Carlitos, a gutsy performance. And he gets the bagel to round it out in the third set. A wonderful match. A nice little exchange at the net. Jarry gives him a little, they do a little handshake, a little pat on the belly type of thing. And Alcaraz yelling now, puts his racket away, yelling at the court, yelling at his vamos really loud, not yelling at them in anger, but obviously in excitement and joy, acknowledging the crowd, giving his thumbs up. So I think we got to play the all awesome button for the bagel. Let's go.
We got a bagel. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel, bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel.
Yeah, we got a bagel, folks. What an awesome match. Thank you guys so much for joining me. As always, I'm going to be looking up these comments, and then I'm going to go through a couple comments before I call it. But it's been an awesome, awesome day of tennis, folks. Didn't even actually go over, I'll real quickly go over. So Andy Murray and Medvedev. Medvedev took the title in Doha over Murray in straight sets. We had Hubert Hurkacz over Bublik in Marseille in the semifinal. And then we had Bonzi over the 18-year-old Arthur Fils. So that was in straight sets. So we have Hurkacz versus Bonzi tomorrow for the Marseille Championship. We've got Alcaraz facing Norrie tomorrow in Rio. And then we got some qualies going on. I won't go over those right now. I will go over some comments here. Let's see. I like this one. Max saying bagel and lock sounds good right about now. Yes, it does. Daria saying, Gary, what's for tomorrow? Today was pizza day. Yeah, Gary, let us know what's on the menu. Shiraz saying thanks. That was for the update I gave earlier. Alcaraz stole Iga's bagel for today. Yeah, she did. Alcaraz's bakery. Sexy Sadie saying Norrie is having an anxiety attack just about now. Shiraz asking, why don't Ben and JG stream that much anymore? I think they do. It just depends on, time of the year, what the tournaments are, where they are timing wise. Cause those guys, we all have jobs as well. I have a very flexible, job. I do some property management, as well as, taking care of my mom who had a stroke. So I'm usually around, I had to move back into my house. So that is one of the reasons I'm able to do so many of these streams. GSL saying, Covey, you're going to be MVC, most valuable commentator, come US Open time. Pacific time zone will be so wheat. Yeah. So I have a tough time with the time zone. Australia, a little bit of a tough time in the European majors, but the US Open is money for me because even when it goes to like 2 a.m. for everyone else, it's still only like 11 p.m. for me. So Gary, very astute on that. Match point. That was a little bit earlier there. JP saying Cubby is moving up the ranks on GTL. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Max, he definitely is. Cubby is wonderful. Look at me just reading just the gushing stuff about myself. So humble, aren't I? The Alcaraz strikes again. Alcaraz trying to do a Georgie. New term for a bagel. I like that. All right. Let's see here. This is what I'm hoping for, Ibrahim. I cannot wait for the next Djokovic Alcaraz match. I think everyone has been salivating. Any tennis fan who's been watching ATP is just waiting for that. Dr. Storytell saying, congratulations, Carlos. All the best to Jarry. Yeah, great tournament for Jarry. He'll go up in the rankings as well. I think he might even be like 56 or something. Could be wrong, but yeah, I think I saw something like that. Okay, let's see here. JP saying we need GTL rankings. Funny. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it for me here. Again, thank you so much. Let me just see what we were at for likes. we ended up with 59. Not too shabby, folks. Next time we'll hit 100, all right? But hey, thank you to everyone who commented, who gave your input. Like I said, as always, just love it. Having the best time with you guys, watching tennis, talking about tennis. Sexy Sadie saying, Covey, was fun being in your chat. No worries. So grateful that you were in my chat. I'm happy to be doing this with you guys. Ibrahim saying, thanks, Covey, for the stream. You're very welcome. Thank you to every single one of you. Again, every Monday, I do Covey's Corner, where I do a weekly roundup of all the tennis ongoings, the stories, the championship matches from the Sundays before, and then I just kind of any news and notes. So stick around for that. Also, tomorrow, I'm going to let Ben and JG know that I am available to do the final of this tournament here in Rio. So hopefully they're cool with me doing that, and you all join me. I would love that, and it would be dope. So couldn't have put it better. Good way to sign off. JP's wonderful words saying, very short and sweet, cheers, man. Cheers, man and women, to every single one of you, or cheers they, if that's how you roll. So there you have it, folks. I'm out. I will see you guys very soon. And again, it was awesome chilling with you. Have a lovely Saturday evening, or maybe it's a Sunday morning where you are. But whatever it is, have a great one, y'all. I'm Covey from Vancouver, signing out.